Okay, I think we are live, right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live watch along for South Africa versus Egypt. Sorry for being a few minutes late, a few technical difficulties, but nevertheless, we are ready for a gigantic game. I see we've already got one viewer. Hi, Tom. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are ready for the live stream. I'm super excited for this one. Obviously, it's going to be, by the way, I'm just adjusting things still. It is probably going to be the game of this group. Super excited for it, and yeah, I think it's got a lot of exciting things that could happen here. We've got about half an hour before the game starts. We're going to be talking about the lineups beforehand, all of that stuff. Obviously, hopefully Darren should be able to join as well this live stream, same as last live stream. I'm just checking one or two technical things here, why it's not displaying one or two things the way it normally does. But yeah, how is everyone doing? We've got a lot of hellos in the chat. Unfortunately, I didn't get a timer like some of you guys wanted in the corner or anything. I wasn't able to do that. Hope you all had a good Christmas, by the way. I am looking to kind of up the quality of the live streams for the next one. I'm doing a bit of research in terms of how I can make things look a tiny bit more professional, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it should be super exciting. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Let me know. I'm excited. Go South Africa. Yes, indeed. Yeah, let me know how your guys' Christmas. Did you have anything good to eat? Presents? Everything okay? Yeah, let me know all the normal, boring Christmas stuff. Yes, sound quality is good. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, we do have the lineups here. I just want to get them up on my screen. I just made some graphics to look somewhat more professional. We do have Darren Keat, Durban City goalkeeper, should be joining us in a bit. So obviously, I'll put the teams up then, and we can kind of discuss things. Where on earth is StreamYard? There it is. But yeah, no, super excited. What is my prediction? Well, the one I put in my video before the game was 2-1 to South Africa, just because you have to back your own team. But obviously, I'm not ignorant to the fact that Egypt are the favorites heading into this. Obviously, the fact that they've got two Premier League attackers with Mo Salah and Marmoush, it's never going to be easy, but you have to back your own team, you know. Looking at some of your predictions, we do have a 2-0 there. Once again, very possible. I think either of these teams could take it. It could go either way. Looking at us, although it was only a 2-1 win over Angola, Egypt only got a 2-1 win over Zimbabwe, and then you got it in the dying minutes. So this truly is a game that could go in any which direction. Yeah, so once again, leave some of your predictions down below. I am interested to see so. In the meantime, let me just get my starting lineups because both teams have released them. We're not quite sure on the formations yet, but yeah. Hold on, I'm just getting a few things. Honestly, I think South Africa 3-2. It could be that. Could very much be a high-scoring game. I agree. 2-1 Egypt. Once again, very possible. I'm not ignorant to the fact that either team could take this. What's the vibe around AFCON in South Africa right now? Is the whole country watching? It's tough to say. I think football fans are obviously watching. I don't think it's unfortunately quite at the same level as rugby, where the entire country watches, whether you're a fan or not. But I think the football fans are excited. 2-1 South Africa. Yeah, once again, I would like to think so at least. Where do I insert my starting 11s? Let's see. Can I delete that and make space? I am not sure because I do have the starting lineups. I just want to see if I can add them in anywhere. What are these? Leave backgrounds? No, I don't need a new background. I want to go over the starting 11. Unless I need premium for that. I'm not doing that right now. Next year will be a World Cup year. South Africa will, yeah, I think with the World Cup, South Africa will really be a vibe. Then I think even people who don't watch our football will also celebrate. But for the most part, AFCON, I think will just be, you know, your general football watchers. I don't think the entire country will watch. Yeah, South Africa, let's go, boys. Exactly, Mornay. I think it's going to be a really exciting one. Yeah, going to be super good. You are underestimating. You are underrated team. It will be a nice game. Yeah, I think so. I think 100% it's going to be a better game than most anticipate. I think once again, if you don't watch South Africa, I don't think you quite understand how good the nation is as a whole. So thank you for kind of understanding that. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of show the world more about our country and let's see what we can do. Okay, we've got 13 people watching on the stream so far. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in so long. We've got about 25 minutes until the game begins. We'll wait a few more before we jump into the lineups. Um, yeah, but overall, I'm super, super excited. I don't know if I could get the lineups on screen somewhere. Let's go South Africa. Exactly. I think once again, I think everyone's kind of excited for this. This is the big fixture of this group. In general, we've got a lot of huge games this match week. I mean, we've got DRC. Thank you for being live. You are welcome. We've obviously got this game. We've got DRC versus Senegal, Cameroon versus Ivory Coast. There's a bunch of other big games I can't think of off the top of my head, but massive games this match week. It probably is the big game of the match week. Nigeria, Tunisia. List goes on. Super, super excited for it. I think we're in for a banger here. Let's see what channel is it on DSTV. Uh, my guess is 202, but I could be wrong. Maybe someone will have to correct me there. But I'll hop onto the right channel as AFCON buildup. Well, I'm assuming it's that one. Volume. Am I going to get copyright strike? Hopefully not. That wouldn't be the best way to start the stream. Um, oh, okay. They are showing it on screen. Hello. Why is my? Hopefully all my cables and that are connected properly. There we go. Okay, AFCON build-up. There we go. Bafana, let's go. Exactly. I think everyone's kind of ready for this game. I think the fierce is there, energy is there. Obviously, you can see Salah captaining today. We can see that front three of Egypt, by the way, is going to be so brutal. We've got Trezeguet, Marmoush, Salah, a lot of Prem experience. But looking at South Africa's lineup for today's game, we've got Ronwen Williams in defense. We've got the same as a goalkeeper. We've got the same back four as we had in the previous game. But where we do have some changes is that midfield. We've got Mokoena with Sotole, as we previously had, but instead of Mbule, we've got the likes of Mbata. So it's going to be really interesting to see kind of a defensive change there, along with Maremi coming in on that left-hand side. Yeah, where we previously had him cut on the right, but obviously we've changed things around a tiny bit. Egypt 3-1. Once again, any kind of result is possible today. I think it's going to be super exciting. Yeah, and obviously Chandra Campbell on the bench. I'm really excited to hopefully get some minutes from him. Yeah, I think he's a player who deserves a lot more minutes. Um, Everything's still good on the stream, just making sure nothing's crashed. Yeah, I think very soon until the game begins, 20-ish minutes should be good. Okay. That's coming up on screen. Yeah, I think just once again, South Africa's on a high after that Angola game, just because even though it wasn't our best ever performance to come away with a win in your first, I think it's only the fifth time in our history we've won our opening AFCON game. I think it'll be great. Egypt's defense is whack. Um, Especially the keeper. I personally like Al Shanawi. I think he's a really, really good servant of the country. Maybe he's probably not as good as he used to be, but um, I think a lot of things could happen today. Definitely, I think it's going to be a big, big game. And let me know, obviously, also down below, kind of what changes you would have made to the starting 11. Obviously, we've made two changes ahead of today's game, with Mbate coming in for Mbule, obviously a more defensive structure, along with Naremi coming in for Nkota, and obviously swapping wings with Apolis. Yeah, you know what? I guess let's see how the game goes before we comment too much in terms of right or wrong decision, you know? Yeah, game is in about 20-ish minutes. Should be really, really good. And then hopefully Darren joins soon as well. Yeah, let me also, I guess, do some sort of promotion for the live stream as well, although I'm sure people will flood in as it goes. Should be really, really great. Okay, 2-1 South Africa. Nice predictions. Let's get there. What time does it start? Um, oh, hold on. Hey guys, and Finn, I'm hopping on now. Okay, great. See you in a minute, Darren. What time does it start? The game starts in about 20 minutes, so 5 o'clock South African time. I don't know what that would be Central African time. Would that be 3? Or am I wrong with that? Or was that later? I don't know, but it's 5 p.m. South African time. That's all I know. Obviously, looking at the group, Egypt and South Africa, top of the group. Egypt, South Africa, obviously same goal difference and everything. Yeah, this is going to be the decider of the group, if you ask me. Okay, if Italy's Maremi and Foster is on the top of their game today, I feel sorry for Egypt. The sad Nkata isn't playing. You know what, Nkata wasn't bad in the previous game, but he definitely changed when Maremi came on. So I understand that change. But I think Nkata, I think he'll have a chance to prove himself once again in this competition. Or at least I hope so. Yeah, super excited for this. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. Obviously, looking at us in our previous game, we didn't have the best first half versus Angola, despite the fact that I think we got 8 shots come the end of the game, 4 on target. We only had 1 shot on target in the first half, so hopefully we can start off stronger today than we did last game. Looking at Egypt, a lot of wasted opportunities versus Zimbabwe. They'll be hoping to do a good thing here. I think both teams definitely want to. This will be the group winner decider. Where could I watch the match? We don't have Super Sports. I'm sorry, unfortunately, I don't know. I am watching by DSTV and Super Sports, so hopefully someone in the comments can help me. Someone says SABC. Oh wait, no, that's you two yourself. SABC Sports. Unfortunately, I don't know. Hopefully, someone in the comments can help you out with that. If anyone does know the answer, yeah, everyone seems to be backing. I can see Darren's going to connect in a minute. Waiting for all connection to go through. He is loading. Hopefully connection is good. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself? I see you wearing your Bafana jersey today.
Yeah. If anyone can guess whose shirt this is, maybe we can organize something for them.
Yeah, it's a beaut shirt. I love that.
Can you see the number or is it backwards?
21.
Yeah.
Perfect. Number 21 jersey. Absolutely beautiful. We've already got a few hi Darrens in the comments as well.
It's from CAF Egypt, AFCON Egypt, when we beat Egypt in Egypt.
Oh, that's beaut. That is beaut.
It is a match worn shirt, so if anyone can guess whose it is, maybe we can organize something for them.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to organize something. How are you feeling ahead of the game? Are you expecting good things from us? Have you seen the squad?
Yeah, I saw the squad. I saw the 2 changes, which we spoke about last week. You could either keep the team the same or go with a change, bringing Maremi in that changed the second half a bit in the last game, so which the coach did. I see Mbata's in. He's playing, so just hold on. Allow Google Chrome to find. No, don't allow. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I suppose 2 good changes. I think when I watched the Zimbabwe and Egypt game the last time, it was also quite an interesting game. Very, very good back and forth game. Zimbabwe sitting back and trying to hurt them on the counter attack. At the end of the day, Egypt does have a lot of quality, and hence they eventually got their 2 goals that they wanted or that they needed to win the game, and Zimbabwe just couldn't hold on in the end. So I think for Bafana, for us, we have to obviously be wary of that they do possess a threat up front. They are patient. I saw the coach did panic a bit. So if we can get a goal, if we can get Egypt on the back foot, they do go into a bit of a panic, and that's where we can capitalize again and get a second goal. I'd like to think we have a bit more quality than Zimbabwe did, so we can definitely get a goal or 2. But yeah, we can have a go at Egypt's defense. I saw a few comments where they said Egypt's defense is weak. I won't say they're weak. I just think we better than that. Our forwards will be better than their defense can handle. Yeah, I would think we could win the game. It's definitely winnable, but I'd take a draw, to be honest. A game like this, you take a draw. Your goal is to progress to the next round. Your goal doesn't necessarily have to be to win the group. To win the group is nice, but to progress through to the knockout stages is the main goal at this stage.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, if we can even get as you said, a point here and then maybe improve our goal difference versus Zimbabwe, although as you said, that won't be easy necessarily. But yeah, if we just focus on getting through to the next round. But yeah, I do like our chances with our attack, although we are playing semi more defensively today with Mbata, obviously, as opposed to Mbule. But once again, if we can kind of hold on to the ball, I think that's where we can get our points.
Yeah, I won't say we're playing more defensively. If you watch the Egypt Zimbabwe game closely, Zimbabwe had a lot of chances on the counter attack, and I think that's obviously where we're going to try and be better. Egypt commit a lot of numbers forward into the final third, especially once they get close to the box. They don't have all the quality to make it that dangerous. I just felt Zimbabwe didn't deal with it as well as they could have. So if we able to deal with that, then we can hit them on the counter attack. Like I said the last time, I think before the Zim game, Egypt will try and be more dominant on the wings coming inside, which they try to do. You saw Mo Salah coming in off the right wing quite a bit, and then they get numbers in the box, in and around the box that way. So if we can shut that down, get the ball up quickly, they left very short at the back.
Yeah, no, 100%. And before we move on, is this a good contender for the winner of the jersey?
No chance. He wasn't there in 2019.
Yeah, but I've got one or two guesses, but I won't. Let's see what people say.
Yeah, it's not signed or anything, but it's still match worn, so it's all right. It actually doesn't belong to me. I still need to give it back to the guy, but he hasn't come to fetch it from me.
So in the meantime, it's yours.
Sorry, people knocking at the door, and the dog's in the background again.
No, don't worry. I'm all too used to it. I've got one of my own. Every time someone walks past the door, you hear your box. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting. I'm looking forward to the battle of. Obviously, they've got three attackers with Prem experience. Obviously, Trezeguet in the past. You've got Marmoush and Salah there. But against the likes of Mbakazi and Ngazane, I'm really excited for that battle. Yeah,
look, they've got to be up for the challenge. It is going to be a challenge, like we know. We saw in the last game they attacked a lot. They were dominant on the ball, so we will expect Egypt to be a little bit more dominant on the ball. But I think in the early stages of the game, they're going to be very wary of us. So I think we'll have more possession in the beginning of the game, towards the midway through the first half, towards the end of the second half. And I think that's where Egypt will try and catch us out, is that as the game progresses, they become the dominant side. So you get phases in the game where sometimes you have to go, okay, you guys will have the ball. We'll see how we can defend. Can we manage? You'll have the ball for 10 minutes, but eventually we're going to get the ball back, and we need to try and make something work of that. So there's always phases of the game where one team will be more dominant than the other team. It just comes down to purely, I think, and in this game, who's going to make the chances count the most.
Exactly, yeah, because you can give a team as many chances as you want to, as we saw in that Zimbabwe-Egypt game. But it's about taking your chances. You have to take your chances, and that'll be the decider today, definitely. Yeah. Good contender here for the jersey.
But that's the same guy. That's the same guy, though. So how many votes do they get?
Let's say 2 per person. You get 2 votes per person.
Oh, then he's right, isn't he?
Well, I mean, also no one else is, if no one else predicts it.
No one else
voted. Oh, that's a beaut jersey. I love the stripes.
Yeah. This was the second string shirt. Well, not second string. Second choice here. I'm just trying to look at FootMob now. I'm trying to see what's. I saw our lineup. I didn't see theirs.
I've got our lineup.
They're going pretty much with the same team.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's a
they're starting Zizo, so he's also quite good. He'll be a threat for us. So I think maybe that's also where, obviously, they expected when he came on, he did pretty well for them. He made quite a bit of a difference. So maybe that's where the extra midfield will come in handy for us to have the three in the midfield. And then they're obviously playing. Oh, the captaincy got taken away from Mo Salah.
Oh
He's
wow.
playing more as a 10. Well, that's according to FootMob. Who knows if we're right or wrong?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
tricky one.
Mamouche he had a decent game. He was like Mo Salah. He was very quiet, and then they come up with their own bit of individual brilliance, and they changed the game.
Yeah, well, it's like we were talking about Lyle Foster in the previous game. He doesn't necessarily have to do something the entire game, but if you get your 1, 2, 3 opportunities in the game and you take them, then you've done your job perfectly.
Yeah, I think this game will suit Lyle more than the last game because of the type of defenders they are. Their defenders also, they'll try and be physical with him. We saw, I mean, we obviously know Lyle's capabilities, what he can do when he's holding up the ball for us and things like that. So a physical game will suit him. So I think we'll see a better Lyle Foster this game than we did in the last game. I think again, if we can get the ball into the box more for him, he'll end up he'll come up onto the end of one of those and come away with a goal, hopefully.
Definitely. I think now that we're starting Maremi once again in Qatar, I think we both spoke about him being a brilliant player in the last game, just in general. Maybe the last game didn't suit him that well, but Maremi, just the impact he made coming off the bench, I mean, you almost have to start him here. I'm excited to see straight off the bat his kind of deliveries.
Yeah. No, it should be good. We expect a fast-paced game. I think again, if we can have a fast-paced game against Egypt, they won't be able to deal with it for too long. I saw they just on SuperSport earlier. They showed the highlights from our game against Egypt in Egypt, and like we beat them on the counter attack again with pure pace. So yeah, that's what we expect.
Very, very interesting. I see they're walking out on the pitch now. Obviously, all fans already. We also spoke in the previous game about the fact that the turnout for this. There we go. The turnout for this game should be fantastic. Or at least better than the previous one because it is in North Africa.
Yeah, I see the Egyptians have pulled a bit of a South African vibe there, arriving late at the stadium, and the stadium starts filling up halfway through the game. That's usually we're known for that in South Africa.
Yeah,
but
no, definitely.
I see in the last game the stadium did end up getting fuller. But I think another thing people mustn't forget is we've had to travel again for this game. So we played the same day as Egypt did in the last game, and then we've had to do a recovery, get on a plane. I think did they fly there or did they drive? But either way, we've had to travel. So essentially, as a sportsman, a travel day is literally a training day. So we're missing a day. So people mustn't forget about that. So whatever effort we put in here today is going to be double than what it usually should be, because we've essentially lost a day.
Yeah, no, it's going to be big. But also, I mean, that means no excuse for Egypt not to look good here. You know, they've had that extra day then essentially to work on their tactics.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll go through the national anthems here now.
Yeah.
Where are you watching it on? Your TV or you're also on the computer?
I've got a really bad second monitor behind my laptop here that just has this like red frizz to it. It's horrific. I mean, I could probably show it on stream and I wouldn't get copyrighted because of how bad it is.
Yeah. I suppose it's through SuperSport, so SuperSport own the rights anyway. But yeah, we won't be trying to do any of those things.
No, maybe I can wear like those glasses that cyclists wear, like the mirror glasses.
Yeah.
Wear one of those. Yeah.
You're gonna keep quiet during the national anthem?
I don't know. I didn't have my volume on last time around, so I kept talking, and everyone was asking me why I was talking. I don't know. Do we keep quiet during our national anthem?
Let's go.
There we go. National pride. No, I don't think I'll quite get banned from that.
Eh?
I don't think I'll quite get banned from a national anthem. I hope not.
Last bit. There you
It
go.
doesn't
And it
hit
wasn't
when
me
you can't
singing.
hear the
It wasn't my voice you heard there.
I could hear the tune, but it doesn't hit the same when you can't hear the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah,
When you can't hear that deep drop of Afrikaans.
yeah. Before I jump off, you're doing the watch along. But before I jump off, is there any questions from the people? Anything we need to answer?
Well, just okay, one last time, just in case people aren't clear enough on it. What is Darren's prediction?
Oh, we haven't even spoken about that. I was trying to think of it. I was trying to think about it. Look, I think it could be a draw. I think it should be a draw. It's an evenly matched game. Whether it's 1-0 or 0-0, I'm not sure. I'd take a normal draw. I think we can win this game, but it will take a hell of a defensive effort. We saw Egypt is quite when they are down a goal, they are very dominant on the ball. They will create a lot of chances. So if we get a first goal, it depends on how dominant we can be in defense and not allow them to get in. But I'll say a draw. I'll say a draw, and it's a fair result, and it's a result. As a player, I would take it and move on to the next game, because then it leaves the last game in your own hands.
Exactly as you said, it's about getting through to the next stage. I think my original prediction was 2-1, but kind of seeing how we've lined up, I might be more inclined for a 1-0 as opposed to a 2-1 in our favor. I think it won't be a super high scoring game, I don't think.
Yeah. If we were a betting website, we could put bets on it, but I'm not a betting website.
Not yet.
I'm a betting man, but not on a website. And no one pays me enough to bet on their website or to announce their website. So it's fine. We'll leave it at that.
Is that you opening up a billboard for advertising opportunities?
I don't know if I'm allowed to, actually, seeing as we're the Betway Premiership. I'm not sure how all of that works. I have to get lawyers involved with that.
Well, anyway, thank you, Darren. Go enjoy the game, and I'll catch you at halftime.
No, cool, perfect. Yeah, I'll see you straight after halftime then, or at halftime. Okay.
Perfect.
Enjoy it. Let's go, Bafana.
Let's go, Bafana.
Cheers.
Thanks, Darren. Okay, awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Now you're stuck with me. I'm so sorry that it's just me now. But yeah, no, Darren will join us again at halftime, and then he'll join us after the game as well. Yeah, well, I mean, what a game this is set up to be. Yeah, obviously you can see according to the lineup, they've put Mokoena in the graphic in that number 10 role. I think it's a role he could do very well in. Obviously, we're kind of used to him as more of a number 6, kind of a bit deeper back, but we will see. Let's see some of the comments. Obviously, big game. Yes, indeed. He is such a legend, and I'll say that every single time because he is such a legend. Big fan. Yeah, but thanks again, Darren, for joining us. We will see him at halftime. Will Darren want to be Bafana coach? I will have to go back to that. Comment that again when he comes back. I'm sure he would. But of course, kickoff time is... Never mind. They have to redo the kickoff for whatever reason. But yeah, I know Darren obviously is interested in the coaching world. So we will see. I'll ask him at halftime. But of course, kickoff is taken once again. Bit of a slow start already. Our first throw in there. Get it to Madiba. play it around the back. I think the key to winning today would probably be holding on to the ball a tiny bit, being very defensive. VAR before kickoff is crazy. That feels a tiny bit like that. Um, yeah, I think holding onto the ball will be the tactic today. You can already see, although they were supposed to line up with the front three Egypt with Trezeguet, Marmoush, and Salah, you can kind of see Marmoush and Salah have kind of transitioned to their front two a tiny bit. And Trezeguet seems to have dropped back a bit with Zizou. So I think that'll be super exciting to see as a team. I don't think we want to see the Egypt attack on the ball, but already a very physical game, and South Africa have won a foul in Egypt's half. Let's see what we can do here. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to put in the comment section down below who you are rooting for during this game. But it is 5 o'clock or 1 minute past 5, 1 minute into the game. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Mokoena holding, or Madiba holding onto the ball a tiny bit there. Can't quite see. No, that is Mokoena. My screen is so bad there. It's just like totally on the frizz. Okay. Hopefully it's an exciting game. I know we just said that I don't think it'll be a super high scoring game. But yeah, hopefully it's still an exciting game regardless. Will South Africa give away the ball in a sloppy area, but they do win the ball back. I think it's going to be a really, really big fixture. Ooh, Salah on the ball in an attacking area. He's fallen to the ground. Ooh, but he almost gets a pass hook while lying down. South Africa start the counter attack. A lot of shoelace and what passes? Someone help me. Shoeshine and piano. There we go. That took me a hot second. Okay, good. South Africa win the ball back again. Ooh, very physical display, but sloppy pass gets it to Mo Salah. Almost gets it to Marmoush, but South Africa hold on to the ball in defense. They make use of that right flank, going back and forth between Madiba and I think a police is playing that side today as opposed to left where he did last week. Okay, keeping it in defense, making sure they keep on to possession. They get it to, are they going to get it to Madiba on that left-hand side? No, they try to get it all the way down the middle to Foster. It doesn't quite reach there. But South Africa win it back. Now Apolis and Madao make use of that right-hand side. Madao, oh, is he going to cross it into the box? No, falls back to the midfield. And it forces a save from Al-Shanawi. Unfortunately, nothing made from it. Weirdly enough, heading into this tournament, I see a lot of people criticizing Al-Shanawi in terms of saying that he's a problem in between the posts. I mean, generally speaking, I've always rated him as a keeper, so I am a bit surprised. But yes, I think who was at Mbata gets a strike through, but going to be saved every day of the week. Let's get my water there on the side. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Once again, thank you for the support last time around. Obviously, I mean, definitely exceeded my expectations with how well it went. Yeah, but hope audio is good, visual is good. I am planning a few things to make the streams look better and feel better in the future. Unfortunately, with yesterday being Christmas and that, kind of ran out of time yesterday, unfortunately, to kind of work on that. But yeah, you guys seem to have enjoyed the stream last time, but I have taken the things that could change into account. Okay, Egypt on an attack here. Oh, okay, they get into a great area, possibly for a cross, and South Africa clear it safely. Okay, good crossover from South Africa, but Lyle Foster does not win it. I think that is a foul given in South Africa's, or was it given in Egypt's favor? Am I going to live stream every South African game? I'm going to try to at least. I start a new job on the 5th. So hopefully, you know, if we or when we progress past the group stage, hopefully the games are at a good time. But Egypt, are they going to get a shot off here? No, they get a good attacking opportunity. but South Africa seem to have dealt with it quite well. Madao almost looking like he's going to get injured there. Doing really good to keep Marmoush off the ball. Madao doesn't touch the ball. Ooh, okay, great. I don't think that's a corner. I think that's a goal kick. Okay, great. Yeah, so to answer the question, I'm going to try my best to, but at least every group stage game I will be live streaming. And then regardless of where South Africa is in the competition, I'll try to live stream some of the later games in the tournament, such as semifinals and the final. Okay. 5 minutes in or 6 minutes in, still 0-0. Obviously, South Africa doing their best to hold on to the ball. Probably have had the bulk of possession, I would say, which I do think that's the only way South Africa are going to really get a proper result this game, is by limiting Egypt's opportunities. Okay, do they get a ball over? They do, but unfortunately not met by anybody. Okay, what's the Egypt taking it in the wrong spot? That's okay. Things still looking in our favor here. Okay, long thrown by Egypt is not met by an Egyptian. It is met by a South African. Looks like they're going to make use of that left-hand side. Are they going to continue down the flank? Egypt do make sure to defend that as swiftly as possible. Okay, another crossing over. I was disappointed by Uganda in that game versus Tunisia. Of course, Tunisia were the favorites, but I expected more resistance by Uganda. Me too, to an extent. Also, I mean, who do they play in their next game? They play Tanzania. So we'll see. Oh, South Africa get an attacking opportunity here. Are they going to be able to get a shot off? They do get a cross, but it is met by an Egyptian back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, I was also disappointed, but I have predicted Uganda to get a 1-0 win over Tanzania. So we'll see once again if they kind of bounce back from that. Salah and Marmoush are clinical enough to perform surgery, just one slip, and we're on life support. You say that, but you know, I know they both scored versus Zimbabwe, but it's very possible that we just don't give them those opportunities, or the fact that Salah doesn't always perform when it comes to the national team. I think Marmoush is weirdly enough more of a threat today than Salah, but I'm sure I'll be proven wrong at some point. Okay. Oh, Egypt's on the ball. Are they going to make use of that left-hand side? Okay, Egypt getting a bit of possession now. Have you noticed? Oh, wait, let's see where that goes. Have you noticed how patient South Africa is these days? They stay back trying to find a weakness, no rush at all. No, definitely. And I think a big part of that, oh, sorry, that's disappeared. And I do think a big part of that is also this game specifically. I think you can't be too rash with anything. So I think that's a huge part of today's game play as well. But definitely, we're a lot more professional as a team, if I can say that. Definitely more composed. Will be interesting to see what happens to this Egypt team once Salah retires. It would be, but I think Marmoush is there to kind of save the day a bit once that does happen. Because Egypt hasn't always delivered under Salah. You know, it's not like they're a team that has won AFCONs under him. They haven't won under him. So I do think Marmoush is kind of a bigger player for them, if I can say that. Okay, roles have been reversed a tiny bit. Obviously, Egypt holding on to possession, kind of making use of their back four. Actually playing a very similar system to South Africa, it looks like. I'm seeing a lot of resemblance between these two systems at the moment. Holding onto the ball, making use of your back four. Yeah, very, very similar systems today. Kind of a 4-2-3-1 kind of vibe. Ooh. Okay, Egypt starting another counter attack. Once again, you can't give them too many of those opportunities because they will take them. Egypt get the ball into the box, and Madao has the perfect slide tackle to get it away. That is why he is the best fullback on the continent. Absolutely brilliant player. Huge, huge fan of Medao. Okay, Egypt get another attacking opportunity. Medao is having a brilliant game today. 100%. He's such a good player. So class. Okay, Egypt get another attacking opportunity. Oh, and it cuts right through that right-hand side. They get across into the box, and Salah misses it. The fact that that's not a goal is insane, by the way. I don't know how we gave them that space to work into. It's not good enough. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Salah is not the most reliable player up front for Egypt. I don't want to jinx it though, but yeah, I know it was far ahead of him. I do know that. Um, but the opportunity was still there. Oh, I guess yeah. As opposed to criticizing Salah, that pass definitely could have been a bit closer to him, but kind of hard to judge the space in the moment. Okay, great. Let's get the ball over. Oh, Egypt once again having an attacking opportunity, but we body them off of it. Madao, absolute genius on the ball. I always wonder if a player like Madao, I mean, he would be what, like 30 odd. I always wonder whether he would go to Europe for a year or two to some club or some country to try out his talents, whether it be a Belgium, whether it be a whoever, to the MLS. Maybe you can join Chicago Fire with Mbakazi. Oh, lots of physicality used on Egypt there, but unfortunately not correctly, and it is a foul won by the Pharaohs. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they won the ball from Salah there. Evidently not, but. Okay, great. Egypt on the ball once again. Are they going to get another crossing opportunity? Madao doing his best to protect that right hand side. Oh, Egypt trying their best to skill around us, but we are not giving them the time of day. Gets it back to Ronwin Williams. Oh, seems like a very dangerous pass that he did there, but ultimately we still have it. It's the one almost thing I get worried about with Ronwin is he has those passes that could potentially go wrong, kind of those Andre Onana-esque kind of passes. They don't often go wrong, but they do worry me from time to time. But great um, work regardless of that. Okay. Now we have to defend that left-hand side. Once again, I mean, they're just troughing it around constantly. It's right wing, left wing, right wing, left wing. They don't like using that center. Oh, who was that? Salah kicking it all the way back to the keeper. Adels. I hope all is well, dude. Laka, Finn, Chris, and I are watching. Let's go Bafana. Cheers, guys. I appreciate tuning in, obviously. Yeah, let's get some predictions. Put some predictions in the comments. I'm excited to see. And Darren will hop on again at halftime. He hopped on before. He'll hop on at halftime and he'll hop on after the game as well for a bit of a analytical breakdown. But yeah, good to see you guys. Okay, starting up from the back again. Once again, both teams playing very similar at the moment, both being very conservative in many ways, although we are seeing opportunities. But yeah, JP, good to see you. This is going to be a tough game. Egypt has good attack in midfield. I think it'll be 1-1. Very, very possible. Hadu says 1-0 to Bafana Bafana, which once again, I think that's probably my prediction as well. I think heading into this, I was optimistic that it would be a high-scoring game, a 2-1 kind of, but I think 1-0 seems right. Do you think Vitboy should be nominated for the World Cup, maybe as a super sub? I mean, I love Vitboy. I've got his signature hiding somewhere there. But yeah, I absolutely love Vitboy. I think we've got a lot of competition in the positions he plays in because he can play on that left-hand side or as an attacking midfielder. And I think we've got too many players who have played too many games in that position to not choose them over him. I think come the next AFCON, maybe, but he's still got a lot of time to grow. Fantastic player. Wouldn't complain if he was in the squad, but I don't know if he's quite ready yet. We will see. Good to see the prediction, Chris. 2-1. I think that's also very possible. I actually think almost any kind of scoreline is possible with a game like this, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for the comment and good seeing you. Good to see you. Once again, much like the last live stream we did, kind of a busy chat throughout, which is great. Think a 1-1. Yeah, definitely possible. In terms of attacking opportunities so far, Egypt have had 8, South Africa 6. So very, very close. But Egypt are ahead in terms of that regard. Obviously, we had that one shot earlier. I think it was Mbata. That didn't really trouble the goalkeeper. But once again, you need to get those shots off in terms of threatening, and that confidence and a good feel for the ball. Ball over for Lal Foster, but it meets Al Shanawi and throws it to his left-hand defense. But yeah, no, I think both teams have done well regarding like holding onto the ball so far, which is odd to say that both teams have done that, but it's not going to be easy to break through either side's defense. I think both teams are going to push for resilience throughout. Okay, South Africa, once again, not holding onto the ball for quite a while now. They would be worried with Egypt there. Obviously, a great pass through there. I don't know if it was Zizou with the through ball there. But Ngozane, the former or current South African International Player of the Year, or abroad player, should I say, playing for FCSB in Romania, absolutely brilliant centre-back, and his experience seems to have come through there. Yes, hurts Marmoush, and that's it. Maybe not in the literal sense. But yeah, I think if you cut Marmoush out of this game, I think we've got it. Not so much Salah, because I think Salah could create for Marmoush today. I think Marmoush is better for the national team, if I can say so. So I think if you cut Marmoush out, then Salah's also in trouble, because who does he deliver to, Who do you think has more coherence in the defense? I just think Madal gives us the upper hand. Tough to say, but I'd have to say us, just because I'm more familiar with us and I know how good we are. I have to trust us in our defense. I think we've got a brilliant, brilliant defense. And yeah, Madal, I mean, once again, to me, probably the best defender playing on the continent. Definitely gives us the upper hand. Okay, potential great opportunity here. Is this let's see what happens here. Obviously, a free kick opportunity for Egypt. We don't want to give away too many foul opportunities, because a free kick is how Angola scored versus us. Oh, Egypt once again had an opportunity there. South Africa didn't look ahead of it. Had they connected, could have been a goal. Once again, you don't want to give those opportunities away. We tend to be too sloppy and we seem to slack when it comes to kind of those fouls around our box. I find we give away too many almost tactical fouls. I know you'd rather do that than let them score. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's why we struggled at points versus Angola. Okay. Back on the ball. Cards could be our downfall. I think so too. Obviously, Yaya Sitole already picking up a yellow card in the previous game. But Egypt are on a counter-attack. It's looking really, really good. Is that a yellow? Okay, it's just a yellow there. Mokoena, once again, we were literally just talking about discipline right here. It's the one problem I've got with both Mokoena and Sitole. I love them as players. I think Mokoena is our country's best player. But discipline-wise and foul-wise, I mean, that was a tactical foul. I wouldn't be surprised, should I say, if I saw a red. I've seen reds for that. So hopefully that leads to nothing. Brilliant tactical foul there, right after talking about tactical fouls and giving too many away. This is a dangerous position. This one's literally on the box. It's the edge of the box. So, see, now in this competition so far, both Mokoena and Sotole have yellow cards. That's a huge, huge problem. Oh, hello. Good to see you again, Sideline Cinema. Hope you're doing well. Let's get some predictions in the comments. Yeah, 20 minutes in. Egypt doesn't look happy with that. I think they want more than a yellow card there. Again, a foul on Marmoush. That's bringing him down slowly. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't motivate him too much. But yeah, no, that's a dangerous position. As I said, it's a huge problem. That's why we conceded to Angola. Now we've got a foul versus Egypt in a great area for a free kick. It does worry me. 2-1 South Africa, very possible. Seems to be the favorite prediction. Oh, that's a great place for a free kick. At the edge of the box. Salah is holding the ball, so it looks like he will take it. The likes of Zizou and Mamouche also around the ball, I think. So any of those three could take it. All brilliant on the ball. Um, it seems to be Mamouche and Salah hanging on it at the moment. Okay, Ronwin kind of commanding his defensive wall. Mokoena leading it. We've got 5 players in our wall, 1 on the ground as well, so 6. Definitely a defensive scare could happen here. Okay, let's see how this goes. Salah and Mamouche on the ball. Big moment with the free kick. Mamouche takes it. Oh, okay, great. If that ended up going in, it's a long road back. That's a long road back if he ends up scoring that. Mamouche gets it almost in that left. It just keeps on curling. Luckily for us, Ronwin wouldn't have gotten to that. That was so close, half a meter from being an amazing goal. But yeah, it remains 0-0, 22 minutes in on the dot. But what do you guys think in terms of AFCON as a whole so far? Have you been enjoying the competition as a whole? Obviously, I've watched mainly the South African games, but I've watched as many games as I have been able to, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Egypt once again ends up in their half. I think Marmoush needs to leave Man City. I'm not an Egypt fan, just saying. He seems to be out of the roster there and he needs regular playing time. I think he does relatively well when he plays for City, but it is a tricky one because he deserves to start somewhere. It's almost a pity that, he plays on the wrong side to Salah and he's played at Man City now because he would be a great Salah replacement, funnily enough, at Liverpool. But yeah, I would like to see Marmoush move somewhere where he's fully appreciated. And I don't mean like a Leverkusen or a not Atletico Madrid, but like a club like that. He deserves to go to like a winning team because Marmoush is very, very good. Okay. Egypt once again on the ball. Possession stats are going up now for Egypt. Obviously, we dominated the first 10 to 15 minutes in terms of possession, but now Egypt are getting those opportunities. So it'd be interesting to see. Okay, Egypt have another opportunity, but great defense once again by South Africa, getting that slide tackle in from Umbakazi, obviously the new Chicago Fire centre back, former Orlando Pirates captain. Great slide tackle on Marmouche there. Great work. Great judgment from our defense so far, by the way. We locked up Marmouche lol in the pocket. Marmouche looks miserable. I think Marmouche looks pretty good. I think we're just dealing with it very, very well. But yeah, I think Marmouche is our biggest threat today. Okay, big corner here for Egypt. 24 minutes in. Are we going to be able to capitalize on it? I think we've got the slightly bigger, more physical looking team. Hopefully we can keep them out. Okay. Egypt about to take the corner. They get it in and nothing comes from it. It is a goal kick. Okay, great. Hadu says we need to take control of the game again. We're defending well, but we're giving him too many chances. Totally agree. I think, once again, defending well is one thing, but if all you're doing defending, eventually they have to get through. It's a numbers game. They would have to eventually score. So yeah, no, totally agree. We need to hold on to it like we were in the first 5 to 10 minutes. We even got a shot off. We need to take control, as you said. I wonder if I wanted to. No, I'd have to pay for that, I think. It's clear that as SA, we're losing this one. I can tell this isn't a South African fan at all because we've shown no sign that we're losing this game. We've had brilliant defense and we've even had some attacking opportunities. We've held onto the ball well when we've gotten onto it. South Africa have shown no signs of losing this one. An Egyptian fan saying, ah, yes, I see you, Sibu. Duels 1 so far, Egypt 10, South Africa 5. So they're dealing with us quite well. Bit of a wasteful pass there, and the ball goes out. Rabia, the Egyptian defender, having quite a good, solid game so far, dealing with South Africa quite well. Oh, okay. Egypt, oh, they've given it away to us, but once again, bounces straight back to them. Unfortunately, not able to create anything from it. Okay, South Africa, once again, can we create a counter-attacking opportunity? Not quite. We get it back to our defense. Madow's on the ball, but if we can hold on to the ball now, that would be great. As we were talking to Darren earlier, we spoke about the fact that a point here would be huge in terms of our chance of going through to the next stage, and that should be our priority. As much as we want to win the group, at the end of the day, if the risk versus reward is you not going through, you have to take what you can. Keep the ball in open play. I mean, we just keep giving it away way too much. And that's our tactic here, is to give the ball to them so that they get tired, but I don't know. I'll come back to you once we are 1-0 down before end of first half. Imagine being a South African and saying like, "Oh, yes, I'm gonna pray on our downfall." That's crazy, by the way. That's crazy. A police on the ball. Is he going to take? Okay. Another foul in Egypt's favor. Once again, the problem we had in our previous game is the fact that we gave away too many fouls. Um, a stupid amount. I think we gave away like 13 fouls. Obviously, the one led to the goal. So it seems like a problem we're having today, but I understand that we have to take down Egypt. We can't give them too many chances. So it makes for today's game. Okay. Morne saying we'll come back to you when it doesn't happen. Love it. Yeah. Okay. Egypt on the ball once again. South Africa deal with it quite well, but it's another Egyptian throw in. About half an hour into the game, I wouldn't say that there's a strong favorite here, which honestly, that's not bad. If we head into this first half level, I think that's something we'll take. Lal Foster takes a shot, and it is saved by Al Shanawi. Oh, I got excited there for a second. Just a small part of me saw Al Shanawi missing that ball there. I got super, super excited. Okay, Egypt with another counter-attack opportunity, and they do take down Madao, who's been phenomenal today, to be honest with you. My man of the match so far. Madao's been brilliant. Obviously showing Lyle Foster, getting that attacking opportunity, but not scoring from it. We get our ball over to, I think that's Maremi, running down that left-hand flank. Egypt throwing everybody possible at it. And a yellow card is shown to the Egyptian defender. For I'm not too sure I see what the yellow is for. I think the player who was given a yellow is not the one who committed the foul, to be honest with you. That's okay. Oh no, they have given it to the correct player now. Okay. Hane, the left back. Been a good half an hour, first half an hour. Been a stressful half an hour. Weirdly enough, not a lot of attacking kind of opportunities, as in not a lot of shots. A lot of attacking play though, but I think we've dealt with them well. They've dealt with us well. Well, so half an hour in, we do get a free kick. It's not looking super guaranteed. A lot of players in defense there. Okay, we take our free kick, but we pass back with it. We are on the attack here. We get a cross into the box, and it is safely saved by Al Shanawi. We are too defensive. It's like we're running a witness protection program. Yeah, we are quite defensive, but you'd rather be defensive than lose to Egypt or be on the back foot. You don't want to spend the entire game chasing Egypt. The reality is, if we go into the halftime break with a draw, we'll take that. If we end this game with a draw, it helps us in the long run, in terms of being one of those top two teams. I'm quite excited to see what that Zimbabwe-Angola game holds, though. I would hope it's a draw. We really need to score first. This game will be a nightmare to chase. That said, cards against them racking up. Anything can happen, totally. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a red sneak in somewhere here. But yeah, no, I agree. We need to make sure we score first, because if they score now, the way this game's panning out, I don't see us scoring 2 goals, to be honest. So yeah, no, I agree, dude. Let's see how it goes. 0-0. I would take that, to be honest with you. I would take a 0-0 draw, because it's a point that helps us in the long run. Yeah. Okay, South Africa back on the ball. Hopefully we can see a bit more from Lau Foster today. I know he got the winner versus Angola, but we didn't see a lot from him. So hopefully this game suits him a bit more. I mean, Darren and I were obviously talking before the game, and he said that he thinks his style suits Lau more, which it very much could. But I would still like at some point to see a bit from evidence. I would like to see evidence on the pitch. Not in like a literal sense. I'd like to see evidence Makhopa. Okay, Ronwin on the ball. Once again, kind of slowing down play a bit, kind of making sure the team's calm in the right position. Madiba gets it all the way back to Mbakaze. A big ball over, but it is met by an Egyptian. Oh, Egyptians almost tackled themselves there. Oh. Oh, okay. South Africa get an attacking opportunity, but Al Shanawi gets there in time. So I was reading this. The attendance really looking decent now. Well, a huge part of that is because it is in Northern Africa. So obviously it's easier for Egyptians to travel there, as opposed to like South Africans. Like obviously the last game was quiet because both South Africa and Angola in the southern part of South Africa, it's quite a trip. But yeah. Okay. Egypt running on their right-hand side. Okay, troughing it through the back. Down that left-hand wing, looking very dangerous on the ball. Trezeguet passes it back. Okay, Trezeguet on the ball. Is going to be able to create anything from it. Gets it to that left-hand side, and it leads to another corner. Madao once again having a really, really decent game. Remember one thing, the second half could be completely different. Players will be tired. Subs will want to prove themselves. Not even talking about pressure of ticking clock. No, 100%. I mean, they also know how the other team is playing now, so they're able to kind of adapt off of that. So, no, I agree with that. Yeah, I think totally agree with that. Second half is going to kind of be the telltale sign of obviously who wins the game naturally. The thing is, I read somewhere that once the game begins, entrance to the game is sometimes free, especially if attendance is low. Maybe for that 15 minutes. Yeah, no, that's also possible. That's also very, very possible. I'd like to think that's not the case. I'd like to think that fans are just going, but it's obviously tricky to say without being there. Okay, Egypt get a cross in, but South Africa deal with it well from the corner and clear it away for a throw in. Maremi is a ghost. I just think it's that type of game where you're not going to see a lot from our wingers. Obviously, he was great in the last game. He was the difference maker. Maybe Nkotsa will kind of be the player to make that difference today, or Chandra Campbell. Maybe we will make that change later. But our entire attack, to be honest with you, we haven't seen a lot from. Ngazane being shown there. Egypt on the ball once again, kind of troughing it around. We are 35 minutes in, 36 minutes in now. 9 minutes left of the half. Okay, holding onto the ball there. I would like to know, by the way, are some of your predictions different now than what it would have been in the beginning of the game? Are you kind of seeing the game different now? Are you kind of seeing more of a 1-0? Looking at the possession stats, South Africa are ahead possession-wise, 56.4%. So, yeah, a big bulk of possession. They're not majorly in the lead. Um, but, as I said, if we want to get points or a point from this game, that's what we have to do. Who has more possession? South Africa by 56%. So very, very proud of the boys for that because it's not easy to do that. But I do think we've got better players for that than Egypt at the moment. I think our players do well with that. I think they're playing systems that are better for that. I think both Pirates and Sundowns are great with that. And obviously that's where the bulk of our players come from. So yeah. Is Nkata one of the potential subs today? I'm 99% sure he is. I wouldn't see why he's not. But you know what? I would also maybe from an attacking point of view enjoy seeing someone like Mofokeng come on. I would love to see what he can do on the ball as well. Someone like Mofokeng, I would say Mbule. We didn't see a lot from him last time around. But you know what? Maybe this is more his type of game. It's hard to say. Okay. Egypt trying to build up from the back. Are they going to get that long pass into the left wing? Okay, I think that is no, it's not Trezeguet on the ball. Trezeguet kind of falling back a bit and playing more of that free roaming number 10 role. About 8 minutes, 7 minutes left of the half. Going in 0-0. Once again, we will take that. We'll be quite happy with the 0-0 at halftime. Let's see how it goes. I'm frustrated. Both teams are defending well. No, very, very well. But you know what? Someone has to slip eventually, or not. But credit to both teams. I think both teams are doing very, very well in terms of reading the other team's play, especially to us. I think the way we've been sliding has been great. I'm like, Ellie, I hope you're doing well. 1-0 to South Africa. Thank you. I appreciate that prediction. I think very possible at this stage. I think if there's a winner, it would almost have to be a 1-0, to be honest. At this rate, the only thing being drawn is my will to live. You know what? We still got a point, yo. Why are we so negative? We'll take a point. We take a point. But it's still a long game left. I mean, even to say I'll take a point, there's still like 50 minutes left of the game in total or something without extra time. Still a lot to happen. Good to see there's a lot of you guys rolling in. Obviously, about 30 people at the moment live as we speak. Obviously, thanks for the support throughout the first stream. Oh, damn. The second I praise people for being here, they all start to leave. Never mind. I won't talk about it anymore. Yeah, about 5.5 minutes left of the first half. Quite an interesting half so far. Obviously, I wouldn't say there's like a standout moment because I think both teams defensively have been very resilient. Will I watch the other game tonight as well? I will indeed. I won't be streaming it, but yeah, I will be watching it. Yeah, we have hit the 40-minute mark. Oh, okay. Salah doing very well on the ball there, but Madao in general just Very resilient, but they are looking for a penalty. Ah, for what? Not a ah. At South Africa, I think we're tired of draws. 4 years now we had draws. We want wins now, exactly. But they are checking for a penalty now. Never a penalty. A penalty for Egypt against South Africa. For what? Madao was just shielding the ball from Salah, and they're saying his hand caught, or how is that a penalty? Right? I'm not convinced. They're checking VAR. That's never a good sign. I think they're looking from like a swinging arm from Madao, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Never a penalty. Never ever a penalty. Obviously checking VAR right now. I'd be so pissed off if this is how the decide of like the win of the game is decided. Well, at the moment we're just seeing a screen that says VAR. Same as the ref, I guess. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Can we at least see it on our screen? Is there a reason why we can't actually see it? Not a penalty. Totally agreed. Ridiculous. I'll put this up here for safekeeping. Definitely not in my eyes. People saying it's a pen. That's not a pen. For what? Are they saying is the ball touched his hat? Is that what it is? While he's running. Who's had the better chances so far? To be honest, neither. Maybe if you had to slightly go, you would say Egypt, but no one really. Not a chance is this a pen. Ref. Come on. Ref's decision is penalty. I'm sorry, like, what the fuck? I guess North Africans are sticking together, maybe. That's ridiculous. And a yellow card to Foster, obviously protesting. That's ridiculous. Keep that up there for a few hours. VAR, very annoying rubbish. I agree with that. Not a chance. Because he's running, are they... I'm not even entirely sure what they... Is it because his hand touched Salah's face while running? That's ridiculous. He's literally running and his hand like touches Salah's face while running. That's crazy. You know what? I believe in Ronwin. His penalties saved us through many parts of that previous AFCON. We're going to need him now. Come on. It's ridiculous. Totally agreed. Totally agreed. Ridiculous. Never is that a pen. Never, ever, ever. I'm sorry. If that's the Premier League, if that's the chat, never a penalty. Never, ever a penalty. It's ridiculous. Hopefully it's Marmoush and he can do what he did in the FA Cup final versus Palace. Touch Salah equals penalty. 100%. It's such a stupid penalty. I can't believe it. Obviously, Mo Salah going to be the one to take it. Come on, Ronwin. We've seen a lot of penalties saved so far this competition. Come on. 30 seconds left of the half. Come on. Come on, Ronwin. Come on. And Salah's not the best penalty taker. Come on. Salah's running up to take the... And Egypt score 1-0 off of the most rubbish penalty I have ever seen. He literally touched his face while running. Are we joking? I'm taking this down. I have to adjust it now. That's rubbish. I can't believe it. Rubbish penalty. Absolutely rubbish penalty. Please, William, save us. Wow, this might be 3-1 to Egypt. Definitely don't think that high scoring of a game, but what a rubbish penalty, by the way. Like, to give it as a penalty. Can't believe it. And he's gone straight down the middle as well, which, yeah, it's because he's not fucking confident enough to to go for a corner because he knows he's not great. Exactly, I agree. This one's for the referee. I think we can all say that in unison. Absolutely ridiculous. For those who didn't see, I mean, Madao literally ran and on like the backhand, like obviously touched Salah's face. That's ridiculous. Hi there.
Back again. Sorry, I was watching the penalties at halftime yet.
No, not halftime yet. We've got 1 more minute or about half a minute until halftime. What's your say? Penalty?
It's difficult because it's definitely accidental, but yeah, as the rules say, you can't touch the guy in his face, and obviously caught him in the eye, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, you have to. It's a soft penalty, but at the end of the day, the rules are the rules, and it's pretty clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those games where you don't want to be on the back foot, and I think that's a
Yeah.
really difficult moment.
Well, like we said earlier, it was going to be evenly matched, and I think it was quite evenly matched. Yeah, they just got the better chance there at the end. Quite lucky though,
Yeah.
but I
We
think
are looking at a possible red card here, apparently.
Oh, sure, but I'm putting on the live for who? For us or them? I'm putting on my laptop now.
Against Egypt.
Ooh,
Come on.
there we go. I got it on now.
Oh, could be down to did they? Now that's a lifeline we need. That's a lifeline we absolutely need.
There's Bruce. Here you go, Bruce. He's there. What happened? Did we see what happened?
No, I totally. I just missed that red card by a second. I looked away for a second, and someone's on the floor. But Salah seems to be the one in question, is he not? What a moment this would be if. Okay, showing it now. Oh no, it's for the fullback. Ooh, it's a bit rough. Stand on his toe and push him out.
I didn't see anything. They haven't shown anything yet.
Haven't they shown it on your side?
Oh, it's a second yellow. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a second yellow. Well, it's definitely a yellow. So
We just
fair
said the
enough.
rules are the rules.
The rules are, you know what? It's fine. They can have their soft penalty.
Yeah. Ah, but now we just need to come back better.
Yeah, we need to. This halftime is going to be such a big moment. I think second half is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
wow.
it
Okay.
was a late challenge that they gave a penalty.
Yeah, I mean that was very, very.
The problem is I've got FootMob coming in a lot quicker than the actual game, so it's about 15 seconds delayed.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, opportunity there, but nothing happened with it. Yeah, that's where I always sometimes when I watch here and my dad's watching on actual DSTV, I try my best not to listen to him because they're like 15 seconds ahead of me. So I'll hear the scream and I don't know if it's a good or a bad scream.
Yeah. I changed the added time there halftime. Yeah, changed from 2 minutes to 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was originally 2 minutes. And there we go. It is half time. 1-0 to Egypt. What a half that was. You know what? I would have been happy to go into it 0-0, but one player less, but one goal down. It's a tricky one.
Not too bad. I think now Egypt will probably come out and sit back a bit. Obviously, they know what we're capable of, especially in the second half. We showed it in the last game, so I think they'll sit back and give us a lot of the ball now. Now it's just how do we connect? Do we eventually bring on Makopa with Foster? Because at the end of the day, we're going to have to try and get the balls in the box. That's the only way forward. I mean, as the game goes on, but for right now, I think we're playing okay. We just need to look after the ball a bit more. Just take care of it a bit more. We lost a few too many balls cheaply. The one where Tebza Mokoena got his yellow card, we gave it away unnecessarily, but we have to look after it now and keep possession.
Totally, because that was unfortunately only ever going to be a yellow or a card. It was going to be a card of some color to just chop them down from the back.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
hang on, sorry.
Yeah, but I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far and the live stream. Obviously, we are halftime and it is 1-0 to Egypt.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, I mean, what a half. As you said, I like the idea of Foster and Mokgopa at some point together this game because the setup of having our current midfield trio, I find, would be too defensive in terms of having the two strikers there. Obviously, you would have to swap out one of those midfielders. It's tricky though because Mokoena to me is our best midfielder, but he is the one with the card. So you have to ask yourself a question there.
Yeah, that's that's why the coaches get paid the money they get paid, because they got to make those decisions.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be a bad shout. Obviously, also depending on, I think it's depending on the rules for the next game, because did Tebza get a yellow card in the previous game or not?
No, Yaya did though. Yaya totally did.
Okay. No, so then obviously depending on that, then we'll have to see if it's worthwhile him getting another yellow card or not. Obviously, second yellow would be a red card, but yeah, then also probably might look to save him for the next game. So it's it's a catch-22 there. But at the end of the day, I think, like I said, we always keep saying we've got more than enough depth. So we're going to have to go with what's best for the team to get us a goal. We're going to have to get a goal regardless. So, like I said, if we can get a goal and get a draw, then that's perfect. But I think now the game's there for the taking.
Exactly. I mean, our substitutes is what won us the previous game in terms of the second we brought on Maremi. He obviously made that great change. Obviously, he hasn't had the same impact starting so far, but we've still got an entire 45 plus minutes. And the subs proved to be quite fruitful last time. So hopefully we can do that again.
Yeah. I think we said last time I'd like to see a Chandra Campbell come in. Someone who's new, who's not going to be too worried about the occasion, who's just going to come out and play, just to come and cause havoc at their defense, take their defense on, run at them. So usually at times like that, an inexperienced player is usually quite a good option, like Campbell. But also we're going to have to give what the game demands, and whether we'll have to see how the second half plays out, whether it's going to be keeping the ball and trying to play through them, playing into the small spaces, trying to get in the box that way, or do we go around them and get the ball, get some crosses in, get some cutbacks in, and get the ball over the top into Alal Foster or Mokgopa? I don't know. We'll have to see what the game needs for that. But
totally.
Say again?
Totally, yeah. I think it's going to be quite interesting also to see, because obviously with Egypt being a man down now, we don't know what changes they're going to make to suit that. So it's hard to adjust accordingly.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely add on another defender, try and secure the lead, and then probably bring in one of the 10s, whoever's playing at 10. I don't think it's... Look, they can't take Mo Salah off. They won't take him off.
No.
They'll probably take one of the other attackers out, keep the midfield in there, and just leave a striker up front who they can play the ball to when they need to, and just try and see out the game. I think they're going to try and see out the game. I don't think they're going to offer much now in the second half.
No. I mean, I think Marmouche has been really, really good. Zizou, Trezeguet, I think they've all been fantastic. But I think you're right. It's hard to pick one of those players and say you're off for the second half, and it definitely won't be Salah. I mean, it's difficult to predict. It's really difficult. But as you said, that's why the coaches get paid for it. That's their job.
Yeah. And in the comments, what do they think? What do they make of it?
Let's see. we need to bring in a player like Mofokeng and Mbule for creativity, which I don't hate that idea. I'd
Mhm.
personally really like to see the likes of Mofokeng. I think he's a brilliant option. Obviously
Yeah.
with his Pirates partner Mbule, I think either of them I think would be a great difference. I mean, we already spoke about the fact that we've got three kind of really good defensive options in our midfield at the moment. I think you'd have to bring on one of those two.
Yeah, I think Apollos, he's been okay. He hasn't been as good as he was in the last game, but again, it's a game of two halves. He hopefully comes out and explodes in the second half. I think they will. They'll definitely come out and do a job in the second half now. But yeah, the Mofokeng Mbule, maybe keep them for a little bit later on. You can even take Tebza out and put Mbule high up the field as a 10 there, like he played in the first game, and see what we can get out of that. Yeah, Mbule and Magopa also won't be a bad option if you need to later on in the game, because they know each other pretty well from playing at Pirates, and it will be a good connection. Yeah.
100%. And as a goalkeeper, what's your take on this bit of advice? With a man advantage, I think our keeper needs to evolve into a sweeper keeper. Do you think Ronwin should do so?
Look, they haven't really played any too many long balls over the top that they try to run onto. The long balls have been wide, so at the end of the day, you can't have the two centre backs going wandering all over the field. They need to hold their positions. Usually, your left and your right back will be the ones who go adventure more, but the centre backs will have to do the job there. Sorry,
Yeah.
Odie. And the centre backs will have to be the ones who do the job there, and Ronald must just carry on playing the game he plays. I think now the game will call for to be played a little bit faster. So I think you'll expect us to be playing quicker, get the ball at the back quicker, get it wide, and let's have a full go now.
Definitely, and especially with an extra man on the pitch.
Yeah. No, well, exactly. There's nothing to lose anymore. You know, there's nothing to lose. We 1-0 down. Now just got to have a go. That's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking at the comments here, and for most part, people are still very supportive of South Africa and not so supportive of the penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, like we said, it's a difficult one. Obviously, it's a little bit unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it's a foul. You know, if his arm had caught him on his shoulder or on his chest, it would have been no problem. But the fact that it's in the face, the rules are clear. You can't touch anyone in the face. It's the same rule as a handball, where if a goal gets scored and the ball touches any attacking player on the arm, no matter where it is, it's a handball. So it's the same rule that applies with the face, that any hand in the face is a foul and a yellow card.
Yeah, it's one of those where you would complain if it was against you. If it happened against you, you would complain that it's a foul, and you would complain if it's not a foul if it's your team.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So again, those are the advantages and disadvantages of VAR, because anywhere else in the open field, because it's not a red card decision, it would never even have been reviewed. Inside the penalty area, because it's a penalty decision, it gets reviewed and results in a penalty and a yellow card. So if there was no VAR, we would have been okay. Because the referee didn't see anything at all. He didn't see anything wrong with it. So it has its advantages and its disadvantages.
Exactly. That's where I almost wish, though, and I'm not just saying that because it's against us now, but I've always liked the idea of VAR being a total assistant to the ref if the ref sees it. I know, obviously, we've spoken about in the past, and you've spoken about the fact that those mistakes kind of make or break the game. Players are allowed to make mistakes. Refs are allowed to make mistakes. I like the idea of if the ref sees it, he sees it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But if he does see it, then call upon VAR.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, if he would have seen it, I'm sure he would have maybe made a decision, or maybe he did see it, but he knew he's got VAR to back him up if he needs to. He'll let the game carry on and then see what happens when the ball goes out of play. So yeah. Sometimes you get a little bit lucky by the missed decisions, and sometimes you don't. So we missed out on the luck this time around.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, you know what, they got their penalty and they scored it. Now it's our turn to kind of fight back a bit.
Now we got to play. Yeah, now we got to play. We got to come back out and play. and do the job. We got a job to do now, and we have to do it. I'm waiting to see some stats here. There's still no stats coming up from the game. I actually want to. What I'm interested in seeing is, well, you might find it on one of the apps, but the ball possession, because I think, like we spoke about, we started off quite okay. They sat back on us, and we had a bit more of the ball. And then, as about I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, they started to have more of the ball. So it was pretty much what we expected. Now it's just it would have been the same in the second half, but we're a goal down now, and I think we'll definitely have more of the ball now. So
we did indeed. If you look at our stats, we had 57% possession.
Yeah, so we had a bit more, but at the end of the day, they look more threatening than us, because I think the chances they created, I think on the from watching the game, I think if you see on the stats, they would have had more chances than us. That's just seeing it with a naked eye. So yeah, I think we need to create more chances now. Again, we said the exact same in the last game. We were able to do it. We must just go and do it now again.
Exactly. But this time it is going to take a different solution. And unfortunately, it's the same problem, but different type of game. So different solution is needed. I like the idea of getting, as you said, maybe a two-striker kind of. Maybe this is the solution. Here we go. Darren to be called up to become our new number 9.
I can hang around in the box, but don't expect me to do much chasing.
No hands allowed.
Yeah, just find me, put it on my head, find me, hit my chest, I'll be okay. I can't promise much else. So.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I like your idea of a two-striker solution. I think that's probably our best way going forward, and it'll be interesting to see how we adapt as the half goes on. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we subbed off Lyle for Magopa, just because Lyle also has a yellow now.
Yeah, true. That's also his first yellow. Silly yellow card again. Just leave the referee alone. He's made his decision. There's nothing you're going to change about it. But yeah, I mean, you could also do that. Fair enough. You could take him off and go with the one striker. I'm just actually on the lineup here to see now what other strikers we have around there. But I think, like, you look at our team, we have quite a few options there. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to Mkota, even he can still come on. You know, there's so many options we've got at the moment. It's hard to decide. We have 2 starting 11s.
Essentially, but that's the problem. You're like, what piece of gold from the bench do you kind of make use of? Because I mean, attacking wise, obviously Mofa King, I'd like to see what he can do in Kota, although he was semi-quiet in the previous game. I'd love to see what he can do. I think Chandra Campbell, he's there. Magopa, Mbule. I mean, there are great options there in terms of who could potentially change that game.
Well, even a guy like Makwana, he can come on and slot in there. He can play anywhere all along the attacking line and get something going for us. But yeah, what we want to see is an all-out attack now, and let's have a go. I think we were very reserved in the way we played that first half. Now I think we've got more legs than Egypt will have, and I think we're going to have
literally yes.
See that now. Yeah, well, we got 22 legs. They got 20 now on the field. So
exactly. And before you go watch the second half, I'll say hi. Is your old friend?
Who's that? Hey, how are you?
I'm tired. How are you?
Good. Are you watching the game or not?
No, I just came home from work.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Sorry, some people have to keep the economy going.
Or something like that. Not everyone can watch football.
Exactly.
Yeah. Finn's busy trying to make this a full-time job.
Yeah, trying my best. This for you.
We'll get there eventually.
Exactly. But anyway, second half is about to begin. Do you have a message before you go watch?
Just let's stay positive. Let's keep supporting the boys, and I think positive vibes are better than negative vibes. So let's put it out there.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you again, and I'll catch you after the game. Awesome. Thanks, Darren. Cheers. Okay, so the second half has begun. Once again, thank you very much to Darren. Obviously, we will have a deep breakdown of the game once it has ended. But it is the beginning of the second half, 1-0 to Egypt as we head into it. But you know what? We are one player better off, 10 versus 11. Obviously, with that red card to the Egyptian defender at the end of the first half. Okay, let's see any comments. Yeah, is Campbell in the squad? He is indeed. He's on the bench. I'd love to see what he can do. It's tricky though with his lack of experience with the senior team to kind of say he could make the difference versus a team like Egypt, but no wrong answers, I don't think. Mokoena, Madown, Foster on a yellow is dangerous. I could see a red for us in this half. But South Africa is on the attacking front. Obviously, one player better off. Madao gets a great pass through to Apollos, but it is defended well, and it is a South African corner. Let's see what we can create from that. Oh, great slide tackle there from the Egyptian defender, the centre back. Okay, Apollos going to be the player to take the free kick. Interesting. Or the corner, not going to be Mokoena. Are we going to be able to do anything here? We get across into the box and nothing is made from it. We are able to get another cross in. Apollos gets it in and it is met by an Egyptian defender, but it is still in the box. And South Africa not giving it up. Okay, holding on to the ball a bit. I haven't seen anything in regards to... Oh, okay, nothing done there. I haven't seen anything in regards to substitutions made. I don't know if any subs were made. I can check quickly online while we are here. Let's see. South Africa, I'm not seeing any subs. Oh, I am seeing Mbata was taken off for Mbule, I believe. Okay, which is great from an attacking point of view. Obviously, Darren and I were talking at halftime about how we need to bring on a more attacking player. So Mbata has been taken off, and Sotola and Makowena, I believe, will be our pivots there in the midfield with Mbule ahead of them. Okay, I think we are... Okay, now they're showing it on screen. I think we are better set up now in terms of scoring a goal. I'm worried about Foster having a yellow up front, but maybe later on we could substitute him off for Makopa and they can kind of play him, and Mbule could play as like a second striker kind of role. Okay, Bafana on another counter-attack. Apollos doesn't quite win it, and it goes back to the Egyptian defense, which is spread quite thinly after that red. Okay. Trezeguet going to be able to do anything. We get a cross into the box. South Africa still have it, and it bounces away. Okay, bit of a physical battle here. You can see neither team willing to lose to the other. Okay, Apollos on the ball, gets it back to the midfield, gets it through, and the keeper saves. Okay, start another counter attack. Let's get into this. Okay, Bafana doing the best that they can to hold on to the ball, which is the best way they're going to win this game. Obviously, 45 minutes left. We are down on the score sheet, but obviously one man better off. Let's see if we can use it. And very silly pass from Apollos. Okay, great pass in. Okay, let's see. Where are we at the moment? Do we have a corner? Do we have a free kick? Okay. Hopefully we can swing the ball into the box here. Who's going to be taking on that side of the field? There's a police taking on both sides. Looks like it. Get the free kick into the box. Or free kick, listen to me, the corner. Okay, we get the corner into the box, and it is met by Al-Shanawi. Mo Salah on the ball, loses it immediately, and oh, what a tackle there by, I think that was Mbakazi. Great slide tackle. Wow. Oh no, it was Mokoena. Police back on the ball. Quite interesting. He's obviously on that left-hand side now. Oh, interesting to see as this half goes on who kind of fits into what position. Obviously, with us having an extra man, I think there's different kind of ways we can set up. Okay, we get another cross into the box. Oh, met by Al Shanawi. Can South Africa win it in the Egyptian box? No, it goes out for a throw-in. Okay. Utilizing that left-hand side now. Very excited to see if Mbule can kind of make the difference. He was very quiet in the previous game, but hopefully he can shine this time around. Madao on the ball. Oh, South Africa get a shot off, and it leads to a corner. Yeah. Al Shanawi congratulating his defense for the hard work. Oh, I guess tricky pass in from a police because it almost could have bent into the Egyptian goal. Okay, another South African corner. We are just pummeling them with set pieces at the moment. Madiba gets the ball into the box. Oh, and it is won by Al Shanawi. Falls down to the floor. Definitely seeing a bit more of aggression from our attack, which I like. Okay. Free kick from the keeper. Good to see you back. Okay. Egypt back on the ball. Can't do anything attacking-wise. They just don't have enough numbers. Okay. Well done, South Africa. Great on the counter-attack. Can they get it out to a police? Just too much power on it. Not quite good enough from Mokoena. Obviously, both him and Sotole in this competition now have a yellow card, so worried about them from a discipline point of view. Mo Salah been quite quiet this game. I know he obviously scored the penalty, but very quiet this game, I think. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, Egypt seem a bit frivolous and a bit odd with their passing at the moment. Not really meeting opposition. 53 minutes in, South Africa start another attack. They make use of the trough and go on that right-hand side. And Makazi tries to get the ball through. Is it going to be met? It is indeed. Maremi passes it back to the midfield. Okay, South Africa trough it around to that left-hand side. Are we going to get it to a police? Oh, almost losing the ball there. A police on the ball now. Is he going to manage a cross into the box? Oh, he does meet the attacker. South Africa looking to win a foul just outside the box. Don't quite do so. They continue their attack. Get it to Madao on that right wing. Oh. Okay, South Africa get a cross into the box, but once again met by Al Shanawi. Once again, he's had a decent game, Al Shanawi, but I think all the saves he's made are saves that he should have made, you know? Not to take credit away from him. But I think we're just not getting our crosses to dangerous enough areas. Okay, we are an hour and 45 minutes into the stream. I hope you guys are still enjoying. Yeah, you could see Salah trying to use the back of his heel to control that ball. It was never going to work. Maybe it's about time for Makopa. I don't think that's a bad idea. I just think, obviously, I mean, we said that in the last game, and then Foster scored the winner. So I don't want to be too harsh on Foster, but ultimately, the reality is he is on a yellow. He's once again not looking super threatening. So if you have him with that whole Orlando Pirates attack that he's used to playing with week in, week out, I think playing with Makopa, I think would be quite a good idea. I guess 55 minutes in, it's tricky to say now, but maybe in like 5 minutes, see what we do. Yeah, because obviously we've only got, what, 35 minutes left of the game. If we want to win, we seriously need to do something. Obviously, the draw's still there, but ideally, you would want all three. Oh, great bit of dribbling there on that left-hand side. Oh, and it does not lead to anything, unfortunately. Unfortunately, nothing made from Maremi over there. But great run. I like the idea. I like the ambition there. Pass over there to met by the South African defense. Once again, I think South Africa have played really well here. I mean, the goal we've conceded, unfortunately, once again, it's one of those controversial kind of handball, free kick, or not handball, obviously a hand to the face, penalties. You don't want to see it. It's a bit unlucky, to be honest with you. It's obviously not intentional. So it would feel very unlucky if we don't get the points here. I'd love to go to AFCON one day. Me too. So much. I know so many people who have gone. Maybe next time I'll get invited. Okay, shot from long range. Oh, and it goes out wide from Madiba. Oh, he had all the time in the world for that shot. You could see him eyeing it up, but just so far left. Yeah, got about half an hour left of the game. Oh, of course, it goes straight through to the Egyptian attack. Trezeguet on that left wing side. Is he going to do anything? Nope. Goes to Ronwin, and Ronwin handles it safely. No, I mean, with half an hour left of the game, it's going to feel very quick for South Africa, probably, and very slow for Egypt, I'd imagine, being in the lead with one man less. Okay, Egypt, are they going to manage another cross into the box? No. Okay, South Africa get possession back. Are they going to do anything from it? Lal Foster clear with the ball, but Al Shanawi beats him to it. I like that, though, getting those opportunities through. Okay. Let's start up another attack. Obviously, we saw we had the bulk of the possession in the first half, so hopefully we can do something here. Once again, possession doesn't mean much if you don't do anything with it. We had one less shot than Egypt in the first half, but they had one more on target, obviously, including their penalty. They had 2 for 2. We had 1 for 3. Okay. South Africa doing a slow build-up once again. No, man. Totally gave away possession there. A very sloppy defensive mistake might lead to a goal here for Egypt. Trezeguet on the ball. Is he going to hook it in? No, he falls for a very soft foul there. But you know what? They take it very quickly. They get the passes off. They get across into the box, and Ronwin saves it. Great. Oh, great. Ronwin saved us there. What are we doing? Campo would be an interesting option to provide some spark. Totally agreed. Once again, I'd like to see someone with more experience, but maybe it takes the new guy. Or another cross opportunity maybe for Egypt. It gets into the box, and we kind of sloppily get rid of it, but we do have possession once again. Can we get it to Apolis down that left wing? No, holding on to the ball. Okay, South Africa once again, holding on to it a bit, starting their counter-attack. They didn't do much in their previous one. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Egypt win the ball back from us. Okay, great to get the ball back there. Well done, South Africa. Oh, we're almost tackling ourselves there. Can we get it to Apellis on that left-hand side? No, we hold on to possession in the middle of the park. Get it back to our midfield. Oh, that's a sloppy tackle there. Great free kick position there for South Africa. Mbule absolutely wiped out. Tricky. Okay, yeah, here's a replay. You could see Trezeguet on the ball earlier, taking that quick free kick. Very, very dangerous. But obviously, Egypt not getting anything from it. And because they probably could have put his body on the line there, but you also don't want to give away another penalty. Oh, it did come off of Mbakazi's foot, though. Oh, sloppy tackle on Mbule. Surely a card, right? Okay. Let's see. Great free kick. I mean, this is almost identical to where Mokowena took his free kick versus Morocco in the last AFCON and scored from. Can we do something similar? No, we hit our own player. Pen? No pen. Looks like it's offside for... Oh, come on. It looks like it's offside for Madao there. Oh, just. That would have been a penalty otherwise. Al Shanawi obviously wiping him out. Is it offside? Looks like they're checking it. Huge moments otherwise. Madao's been phenomenal this game. I know, obviously, he gave away the penalty. Obviously, unlucky with that. Great game, though, if you ask me. Okay, not taking it yet. This play going to continue. I don't know. What do you guys think? Penalty, no penalty? Obviously, we don't know if it's onside, offside. This is the check. It looks offside. Oh. Everyone looking at the linesman. And play continues. Okay, no pen. Okay. You can see, obviously, Patrice Motsepe up in the box, obviously owner of Mamelodi Sundowns, current CAF president. Obviously, being South African, he's got a lot of interest in a game like this, I'm sure. Oh, okay, Egypt on another attack. Trezeguet has actually been really good today. Been really, really good. Probably the most threatening, I'd say, of the three attackers. Obviously, I think Marmoush has also been decent at moments. And as I said about Salah, I just don't think this is his style of game to look brilliant. Obviously, he scored, but you know what I mean. Okay, cross into the box for Egypt. Met safely from South Africa, but still seems very reckless. Leads to a corner. I don't know if that's something that needed to lead to a corner. I think very sloppy from us. 63 minutes in, about to hit 64 minutes. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Big corner for Egypt coming up. Zizou on the ball. Okay, let's see. Zizou with the in swing. Is he able to create anything for Egypt? Egypt do win the ball, but goes out. Our ball, luckily. I think great bit of pressure applied by Mbule. Obviously, time running out. Got 26 minutes left, 25 minutes left now. If we want a point from this game, we have to get it now. Oh, okay, Mbule actually got it out. Okay, so it's another Egyptian corner. Salah gets across into the box. And South Africa deal with it. Okay. South Africa, here we go. 25 minutes left, starting another counter-attack. Madao once again kind of composing that defense a tiny bit. We're going to trot up that left, no, the right-hand side. Centre-backs passing to each other a tiny bit. Get the ball over to Police. Brilliant ball, but poor control, but he does almost get it back. Ball does fall back to another South African, though. Are we going to be able to take a shot out, from outside the box? Get it to that right-hand side. Moremi on the ball. Is he going to get a cross in? This is where it was so great last week. Is he going to be able to do anything now? Mornay saying he's nervous. 100%. Oh, South Africa still controlling the ball quite well. Yes, are we going to be able to do anything from there? Take a shot? No, saved quite well from the Egyptian defense. Despite being down to 10 men, Egypt is in control and hasn't seemed hurt so far. Definitely, I think the first 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I think definitely we had a lot of the ball and we had lots of set pieces. But now it's kind of leveled out a tiny bit. I definitely think it's leveled out. Okay, let's get the ball back in. Using our opportunities well. Get it to that left side. Get it to Lal. No, gets it to, I think, Mbule there. And once again, Egypt win possession again, which just isn't good enough when you constantly give away possession in areas like that. But obviously, South Africa win possession back again. Can we get the ball to Madao? No, we go the opposite side. Oh, great through ball to South Africa there. Lal Fost on the wing, not his normal position, obviously. Trying to get around that Egyptian defense, but they're just hugging onto him way too tight. Okay, ball over to South Africa. Can they do anything? No, cleared away by Egypt. Definitely a tense second half here. Okay. Ngazane back on the ball there. Kind of slowing it down, controlling. Mokoena falling back a tiny bit. Obviously, despite being on a yellow, too important to take off. We're asking all the questions, but the answers are... Yeah, no, I totally agree. It just seems like we're not getting that final push. We're just not... Hieroglyphics is crazy, by the way. Wow, this is underwhelming. Not underwhelming, I would say. I just think... Well, you know what, maybe underwhelming is it. But the reality is we're heading to this game not as favorites. So if we can manage a point here, it would be great. But to lose to a penalty, that is... So, yeah. The manner in which it happened. Okay, great. Morpher King coming on. Okay, who's he coming on for? I can't quite see who's running off. It's quite interesting that we're going to have... Oh, Apolis is coming off for Morpher King. That's an interesting one. But he's been far more prominent as opposed to Moremi all game. That's really odd. Okay. I do like Morpher King, though. I think he's a brilliant young player. Obviously, we're just adding Orlando Pirates players to our attack. Can they do anything there? Not quite. If we lose this game, we don't only lose, but we lose our undefeated streak. Oh, great shot from out wide. Yeah, it is a pity. What are we, 25 games unbeaten? But records are there to be broken and come to an end, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, it's bound to happen. But as long as we advance to the next stage of this competition, that's all that matters. Yeah, got about 20 minutes left of the game, and we've been streaming for about 2 hours now. Once again, thanks everyone for everything so far. Been super fun. You can see all the South African flags in the stands. Haven't given up yet. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Can hear the fans from both sides. Geez, full stadium. You can see, obviously, I think it's because it's in the northern part of Africa. So obviously you have all the Egyptians there. It's easy to travel. But the South Africans have turned up. I think if there's one game a South African would go to AFCON to go watch in our current group, it would be Egypt. I mean, it's the favorites to win the group, obviously. Prem names, Salah Mamouche. Why not, you know? Trezeguet chatting to the coach a bit. Obviously, as I said, he's been brilliant on that left-hand side. By far, in my opinion, the most prolific attacker. Oh, shot out from out wide, replay. You can see Mokoena, unfortunately, just way too high. But actually, no. Has that injured Al-Shanawi? That could be good. Okay. South Africa need to make sure to utilize their possession in the last 19 minutes. Obviously, not giving it away to Salah there. Oh, not doing anything silly like they just did there. Continue that run up. Madao on possession. Oh, big hit there, winning the foul. Okay. Another opportunity here. Obviously, Bafana utilizing their wings throughout this entire game, much like Egypt, which I would like to see us utilize our spine a tiny bit more. Just like we did there, we get it straight through. Do we win a free kick in a good area? I'm not seeing the ref's hand go up. Oh, bit of a wasteful kick there from Maremi. Bicycle kick goes straight to the sky. Ridiculous. Okay, we've got, what do we have? 18 minutes left, still 1-0 down. We need to do something here. Once again, I said it last time, and I know he scored after I said this, but we need to bring on someone like Mokgopa, a different type of striker who's not on a yellow card, who can make that difference. I think I've got a bit more faith in that. But shots on target today, only 2 apiece today, each only having 2 shots on target. Not the most prolific day, but that's a sign we should maybe make a change. 18 minutes left. You know, what could it hurt, to be honest with you? We might as well. Oh, okay. South Africa back on the ball in a great attacking area. The Egyptians doing quite well to seal off the attack. Okay. Troughing it around a tiny bit. Could we potentially win a free kick in a dangerous area? We kick the... I thought we kicked it out for a goal kick there for a second. Falls back to another South African. Falls back to the center of the park. Passing it back to our defense there. Not the prettiest of football I've ever seen. But a ball popped over there to Lyle Foster. Gets it straight through, and it is saved by Al-Shanawi. What a shot, though. Wow. That's what we've been looking for the last half an hour, if not 73 minutes. A shot like that. Okay, pass it quicker. We need quick passing if we want to get those shooting opportunities. Okay, Maremi back on the ball, crosses it into the box, but there's literally not a South African there to meet it. Crazy. Great save from Al-Shanawi to get to his far right. Obviously diving down to use his feet. Oh no, not to use his feet. Yeah, right hand doing well to get in the way there. Okay, another cross into the box. Once again, it's just not meeting South Africans. It's just going straight through. Oh, Salah racing against, I think that's Mbakazi there, but obviously we win our defensive duel there. Doing relatively well on the defensive front, but we just need to score. South Africa are looking like they can score. We only have 16 minutes left, but we are creating those opportunities. The Pharaohs are starting to sit back a bit. You can see they're looking to defend their lead. Okay. Let's utilize that wing. Great. Okay. Good. South Africa creating good opportunities, but then just gives it away in such sloppy fashion. Not a pass or anything, just running straight into the defense. Oh, great attacking opportunity here for Egypt. You can see not a lot of legs when it comes to pace. Just keep it away from someone like Mo Salah. Oh, shot out from wide, but obviously misses the goal. Ronwin not threatened. I'm sure Egypt, the other Egyptian players are probably upset that that wasn't on target at least. Okay. You honestly wouldn't be able to tell that South Africa has one more player here, but we do get another crossing opportunity. Are we going to? Oh, nutmeg a player, but leads to nothing. Egypt have possession again. We just seem to be committing ourselves too much when it comes to defending. We commit ourselves too much and then we put ourselves on the back foot when it comes to pace. My screen has switched off. There we go. Okay, come South Africa. Yeah, only goal of the game so far, 45th minute penalty by Mo Salah. Maremi on the ball. Oh, beautiful nutmeg in the box, but unfortunately needs to nothing. That's sometimes the problem I find with our players is we try to utilize our flair too much with no end result to it, but you have to try it. Oh, great defensive work by both sides. Okay. Oh, South Africa have the ball again. Oh, Lyle Foster with like a bicycle kick pass, and it goes out for a throw-in. Oh, you can see the Egyptian defense is tied. And of course, Evidence Makopa is on the field. Love to see it. Evidence Makopa and Lyle Foster. Perfect. Love to see that strike partnership. Obviously, Darren Keaton and I were talking at halftime about maybe bringing on a dual striker partnership. We've done just that. Why did I not see when he was brought on? Okay. Let's create something here. We've got players at the edge of the box. Let's utilize them. Oh, Makopa, you could see once at that bicycle kick. Okay. Yes. Lyle on the ball. Yes. We have that shot and it is saved. Oh, we are creating those chances, but they are just leading to nothing. Oh, what a shot that was, though. Beautiful back heel by Lyle Foster. But obviously, just having your a defender be the one in that position, it's tricky. Madiba, unfortunately, not able to execute the task. Okay. Ball straight through the spine for South Africa. Yes, we have another attacking opportunity. Is that going to be met by Police? No, unfortunately. Oh, no, Police has taken off. Unfortunately not. Oh, great slide tackle there in defense. Mokoena doing quite well today. Obviously got that yellow card earlier, but otherwise he's played a decent game. Great shot earlier. Just needed a bit more height on it. Trezeguet coming off for Egypt. Sheherta coming on for Egypt. Interesting substitution, but maybe they want a bit more stability. Zizou also, or two of their best attacking players. Interesting. Okay, we've got about just over 10 minutes left of regular time. Obviously, Darren and I will break down the game a bit afterwards, but South Africa needs to do something in the next 10 minutes. I mean, if we want to win, we need to score now. It's looking tricky, though. Okay. Doing well on the ball there. South Africa have definitely had, I would assume, the bulk of possession today, but not quite. Makopa, oh no, we don't quite do anything with it. Obviously, the players and the goalkeeper are still fighting for it, but Egypt are on the counter attack. They are looking ready for it, but South Africa win it back, get it out to the wings, doing their best to hold on to the ball and composing themselves. Ooh, some silly passing going on around the back. You could see we're trying to do too many fancy things when it comes to like being in the box. Possession. We've had 62% possession today. Yes, come South Africa. We've had 62% possession today, but we're just not utilizing it correctly. Fati on the ball. Great tackle by Fati. Great ball. Obviously, crucial part of their midfield. How many teams make it out of the group? 2. So you only need to be a top 2 team. So, I mean, if we can win versus Zimbabwe, that's, we need that. Obviously, it's huge. Whatever happens between Zimbabwe and Angola later obviously matters hugely. Okay. Great pass back there. 8.5 minutes left. We really need to be taking chances now. Oh, do we just run into them again? Madao gets it back to, I think that's Ngazane. Get the ball a bit more up the pitch. We're going to take a shot, get a cross in. Oh, we're just not utilizing it. Shot out wide, and it just rolls so safely to Al Shanawi. And now you give him time to take a slow goal kick. We're just giving away possession at this point, unfortunately. I think we've made the changes that we can to win. So these players on the pitch now are the players who are going to have to win it. Obviously, Mofokeng. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Mofokeng, Makopa, those kind of players I think could win the game. Mbule, another shot that just goes miles ahead of the goal. Mbukazi, last 2 games, just he's waiting for that like perfect TikTok reels kind of goal. That perfect like TikTok goal. Hugo Bruce looking upset with his team. Angola and Zim played and it's a draw. Okay, fantastic. Well, that's kind of the result we need, but that does mean that they did both get points as well. So that's a tricky one. That's a very, very tricky one. Let me just check something here. Zimbabwe national football team. Oh yeah, it was a 1-1. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let's go. Got about 6.5 minutes left. Get another cross into the box. Oh, just meets another Egyptian once again. We keep trying that same pass from the right-hand side, and it's just not delivering. Okay. Great. We've got pockets of space. Yes, let's pop it over. Madao on the ball. No one to pass to. Yes. Great. Cross. Oh, and it just misses Makopa's head. That would have been brilliant. We tried to take a shot out from wide, but Egypt throws their body on the line. And obviously, we don't want Salah to get a breakthrough run. But Egypt do get a run on that far right-hand side. And Mbakazi, once again, very fast centre-back, does meet him. But can we steal possession away? Oh, we can indeed. Great work from the Chicago Fire centre-back. Okay, great. Hopefully we can start up a counter-attack here. Do something special. Oh, just falls back to Egypt again. But we do win possession. Okay. Mbule on the ball, I think. Mokwena. Great pass over to that right-hand side. We just keep doing silly things on possession. Cross it over once again. Get a cross into the box. Just hits an Egyptian player. Maybe history repeats itself. In 1996, we lost against Egypt in the group stage and went on to win. Nothing's over until it's over, This game is so devoid of action that I'm having trouble keeping my... I don't know if we're watching the same game. This game has had a lot of action throughout. There's been a lot of opportunities. Goals don't always equal excitement. There's more to it. Machopa not doing with it, unfortunately. Okay, we've got about 4.5 minutes left. You can see players are begging Hugo Bruce to play on the field, which I do think is wrong. I don't think as a player you can beg your coach there and then to go on. Still can't believe that penalty is the only goal we've had in this game. Okay. South Africa on it once again. Okay, we keep possession there. Goes out for our throw-in. 4 minutes left. Come on. This is it. Okay, Madao on the ball. Once again, can we create anything there? Okay. Madao gets a cross. Can he get a cross in? Oh, he just doesn't have the legs to win that. But it falls back to another South African. Egypt are very much sloppy when it comes to that this game. But you know what? Oh, yes, we get the ball in a dangerous area. Can Lyle do anything with it? And we fluff a shot. Free kick to us. On the line. At the edge of the box. 87th minute. Ooh, Egyptians are not happy. That is that close away to being a penalty, by the way. Great. Come on. Because what exactly happened there? Okay, on the ball. Took it outside the box. That could be a penalty, Did it touch his... It touched his hand? Oh, okay, so handball outside the box. Once again, whether I'd give it as a handball, I don't think so because it's natural kind of position, but there's been a few interesting calls today. That's all I'll say. Okay, 2.5 minutes left. We've got a free kick literally at the edge of the box. We've got players who are brilliant free kick takers. I guess what's the argument there that his hand just was in that position as soon as he shot? Is the ref thinking that was a bit too convenient for it not to be like a penalty? What change is being made? Mo Salah coming off in the 88th minute. Once again, I know he scored the winning goal, but other than that penalty, nothing this game. Like, absolutely nothing. Okay. You can see Salah's going to stay in protest, though. Yeah, that's why as a player, captain's armband isn't on, Faisal on, Salah off. Two minutes or a minute and a half left of the game. Okay. Let's see what comes from this. Obviously, lots of fights still happening with the ref. I don't know why they're still fighting with the... Oh. Are they looking at whether it's in the box or not? Is that the argument here? Whether it's a penalty or not? Come on. It's the last... They've been arguing for 2 to 3 minutes at the edge of the box now. Was in the box? Exactly, it was in the box. It looks to be in the box. If that's a penalty, by the way. If ours is a penalty, theirs is a definitely a pen. It seems to be in the box. Penalty check. We might have a penalty in the last 10 seconds. We have a very strong supporter in that corner over there. Yeah, need better viewing angles. Oh, 7 minutes extra time is crazy. But it makes sense. We've had a lot of stoppages. Yeah, what's in the box, but I'm worried. Yeah, I'm also worried that because I can understand it being in a natural position, you know, but so is Madow's hand when he touched Salah's face. It's not always fair. Come on, Mama Joy. So you're saying there's a chance? Exactly. Okay, come. This point is so crucial in terms of us being in the top two, by the way. Like we essentially need a draw versus Zimbabwe if we can get a result here. Taking too long though, 100% taking too long. I mean, surely I'm not sure what's being like discussed here that, you know, the difference between a 5 minute versus a 2 second argument. Yeah, no, brother. If Salah got that pen, this has to be a pen. I mean, a part of me agrees with that. I mean, rule of the game. Oh, okay, VAR check. Has to be, I agree. Okay, come on. Okay. So let's see. Okay, it's in the box. But the thing is, it's a natural position, but his hand is just so far away from him. Yeah, I'm assuming the check is whether it's inside or outside the box, not if it's handball. Yeah, I mean, it is in the box, Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, inside or outside the box. That's a pen then. Come on. That looks like a pen. Pen! No, no pen. What? How is that not a penalty? So does that mean it's not a free kick? Like, what's the argument there? That's crazy, yeah. To have your arms so far behind your back, like I understand it's natural to land like, but it's also his hand is so far away from his body. Crazy. We probably have what, like 6-7 minutes to play. You can see Hugo Bruce is not amused. I don't know. The refs made interesting decisions today. I'm not saying he's done anything specific, but I don't agree with a lot of his decisions today. Okay. Ball going down that left-hand side. No, I don't get this ref. Totally agree. Worst ref performance of my life. It doesn't feel great. I don't know if it's the worst I've ever seen, but just doesn't feel, Okay. 3 minutes left of extra time. I'm sure there will be another minute or two added onto that. Madao on the ball. Gets a cross in. Oh, where is it? Okay, doesn't meet Makopa. Yes. Back to Madiba on the wing. Meets another Egyptian. Go fall back to South Africa. It does indeed. I think that's Mbule on the ball. Oh, but keeper's injured. Okay. Yeah, cross into the box, but the keeper's obviously injured himself with that save there versus Makopa, obviously diving into him. Some very soft calls today. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's okay. We lost to Egypt in 96. So this could be history repeating itself because we did win that. I'm unbiased in this game, not from either country, but if South Africa lose, you guys should feel betrayed here. Semi, but I can understand the calls that are made, but I do feel like every 50-50 decision has gone against us. Time to light the bra in sadness. Yeah, maybe. What a game. Some things we did not do our best. Yeah. I do think some things we didn't do our absolute best, but it's tough opposition. We're never going to look like the favorites versus a team like Egypt. Gee, you could see that stadium is packed with Egyptians. Obviously, in the next minute or two, or 3, 4, I'm assuming Darren will join us once again. Egyptian players are going to act out now to try and win the game, probably take it to the corner. If this is a pen for Egypt, it should be a pen for us. Feels like it, I mean, it was so marginal. Everything just feels so marginal in this game. On the balance, we deserve something. We played better. I think so. I do think we played better overall, to be honest. Like on a scale of 100, at least like a 51 to 49 split, This game is making me a shot. Exactly. You have to. I mean, I'm proud of our team, but yeah, I feel like we deserve more from this. I really do feel that way. I do feel it. So many positives to take from the game. Exactly, which is why I'm upset that it's a sloppy penalty that's the difference maker. Because we have played well here. Okay. South African corner here very much could be our last attacking opportunity of the game. Mokwenda to take it on the out bend. Takes it. Yes, meets a South African, but the keeper saves it. Wow. Is that at least another corner? Great opportunity there. I think Madow's the player who was at the far post who could have gotten it in. Very, very. Oh, that's unfortunate. South Africa, get another opportunity, but do nothing in the box. Their keeper has been good. Very, very good. I haven't watched URC in a while. I personally haven't even watched it on TV in a long time, but I need to watch again. Its focus has been on football. Their keeper's been good, very, very good. Have to give him credit. Because he is a legend, though, definitely. I mean, some of the defensive things he's done versus Salah this game was crazy. Yeah. This will be our last attack of the game. I feel, come on. Cross into the box, and it's saved. Oh. Once again, can we get another crossing opportunity? No, just a wasteful kick. Don't understand it. Okay, South Africa, can we do one more thing here? Crazy. Hello again. End of the game. Darren doing a bit of a run around, I see.
Close the door quickly.
Oh, what a game.
I'm still busy watching here, but that's not a penalty. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as you said with the penalty earlier, if theirs was a penalty according to the rules of the game, then ours should as well.
Well, exactly. So if VAR has checked it and they've said, all right, for us, they wouldn't have told the referee to go check it if they didn't think it was a penalty. So you have the guy sitting in there checking everything, and then they send the referee, and the referee decides it's not a penalty. I mean, it's quite obvious to me that it definitely was a penalty, because the hand's away from the body, the ball strikes him inside the box, and we get nothing out of it. So it's quite disappointing. It's a strange call.
Yeah, it feels way too. As you said, I understand it's a semi-natural position for the arm to be in, but it's also so far behind his back as well.
Yeah, but not even that. Like, his body's there and his arm's down. So
yeah.
If he kept his arm literally next to him, it's a different story. But his arm's on the ground. It's whether they call it unnatural or natural. It's away from your body. It's not next to your body. So.
And you can see it by the fact of how he celebrated when it wasn't given as a penalty as well. You can see that he thought it was a pen.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Don't know how many more minutes we're going to be playing there.
Has to go. My body's so tense. It's what 100th minute now, 1-0 up to Egypt. Red card, everything. This game's had a lot of drama, but I feel like the fact that South
It's had
Africa haven't gotten
everything
a
in this
point from
game.
this.
Yeah, it's had everything. Who knows how much longer it's going to go?
Exactly. Egypt on another counter-attack. But I'm finding our defense is so much faster than their attack. And that's
Yeah.
been a huge saving grace for us in many ways.
So we've done that pretty well. We've recovered a lot of balls. Our ball recovery has been pretty good. Modal's had a good game. So I mean, he's did a lot of work there for us defensively. It would be nice if we could just get a little goal here.
Yeah,
Goal.
it's not over yet. Come on,
Almost.
hopefully just one more. Shots. Oh. Oh.
Corner. Took a deflection.
Oh. What a shot. Every part of me believed that went in.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're not giving a
You
corner.
can see the whole bench.
It should have been a corner. Oh, they gave a goal kick. It took a deflection and they gave a goal kick.
It was
Surely
a massive
the referee was there.
deflection.
Yeah.
It's a massive deflection. Game over. 1-0 to Egypt. Some interesting calls from the referee. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, definitely. And the worst part, yeah, I went back just to check, and the referee's right there by the play, and he didn't give the penalty. I mean, the corner from that. So again, a little bit dodgy, but
yeah,
take it on.
What it is. I mean,
and go with it. Unfortunately, it was. You can say it was almost out of our control because we did everything we could, and things just went against us in the end. So
yeah, I think I'm not upset with our team. I'm upset with the fact that I think we played well, and the way we lost, it didn't feel deserved. I think to lose through a penalty, especially in that fashion, especially from Madao, who I thought had a brilliant game, I feel like this result wasn't a full reflection of how we played.
No, I don't think so. And especially like in the first half, obviously we spoke about it again where we had control of the game. We had more possession than them. And then obviously we went to goal down with a penalty, unfortunate penalty. And then second half, like I said, they were going to sit back, and they did exactly that. And we created chance after chance, and we couldn't get the goal in the end. And then you don't get a penalty, which I felt we should have got. And yeah, that's how the game ends, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, much like live, football isn't always fair. I'm just getting some stats up. I mean, you look at our stats. South Africa, 16 shots to Egypt, 7. We had 7 shots on target to their 3. We had 58% possession. Obviously, we had 0 red cards to their 1. What's our fouls like? And I see 9 fouls, so less fouls in our last game. But statistically, I mean, we were the better team, but that doesn't always win you the game, unfortunately.
No, well, exactly. Goals win the game. Goals win matches, and they got the goal that mattered. And yeah, I mean, they're still showing this penalty now straight after the game. And again, the referee gave a free kick, essentially, for the handball. So he gave the free kick. Then it was a penalty check, and then he gave nothing. So also, I think everyone's a bit confused at the moment. But
exactly.
Yeah,
but
I think luckily the result earlier went our way also. So we'll take that. And yeah, now it's just we got to make sure we get a win in the next game.
Exactly, and it's not impossible because looking at our group, it's Egypt in second they're first with 6 points. We're second with 3. Zimbabwe 1 point, Angola 1 point. Obviously, Egypt with 2 better goal difference in us. Us being 2 points better than Zimbabwe, I mean, we essentially, I don't want to think negatively, but we only really need a draw to kind of get that second place. But I think we've got it versus Zimbabwe, but this would have been a nice way to you know, give ourselves to the world.
AFCON's different. AFCON's funny, and you don't want to leave it to chance, though. You don't want to think we need a draw, and Angola somehow managed to beat Egypt also because pretty much. Well, no, actually, to be fair, Egypt's not even safe at the moment because I think either team that wins. No, who's it? We got. Let me say, yeah, Egypt. Okay, Egypt's safe already. Yeah, Egypt is
Yeah.
safe.
So they might not play their best players, then they might be a semi-conservative.
Exactly. So that's where the issue becomes is that we've got to try and obviously get the win against Zimbabwe, and anything can happen, and any one of those three teams could make it through. So we got to be very careful, and we got to make sure we just get the win. Obviously, we drew with them at home not so long ago, and we just got to make sure we get the win in the end. That's it.
Definitely. And in terms of how you're kind of looking at our team, obviously they ended up making that 2-striker kind of transition as the game went. Do you kind of have any idea of what team you would like to see versus Zim?
Maybe, I don't know. It's a little bit harsh, but maybe give him a corporate start. Give him a go. Maybe he'll create something different for us. Maybe even rest Oswin. He didn't do as well as he did in the last game, but again, do you take the chance of resting someone who's been consistent because he's had one kind of not such a good game? Probably not. So I'd say we look much better with Mbule playing there as a 10. So I think we definitely need to get a 10 in there. That suits our game more because the passes going into him that will suit us better. Or not just him, it could be anyone. But we need someone to get on that ball there in that 10 position, in that 10 role. So I think definitely for me the big change would be to have a 10, have someone there who we can feed the ball into at their feet.
Exactly, because I mean our defense I've been really proud of. So obviously, I mean Ronwin's going to start.
You can't fault the defenders.
No, not at all. I mean, watching Mbukazi today, the way he held on to Mo Salah, I thought was brilliant. He outpaced him. I think Ngazani was brilliant. I think Madiba also good chances. Madao, my man of the match personally, fantastic.
Yeah, no, our defense was solid. Our 2 6s were okay. We just couldn't get enough. Obviously, you say we conceded 1 goal, but it's an unlucky one. It's not a fault of anyone. So defensively, our 4 defenders, our 2 holding midfielders, we did the job. Now we just couldn't get the goal. So again, one of those things that happens in our football is we struggle to score the goals, and we have to go and find them somewhere now. We have to go find them in the next game. So.
Yeah, and is the third game, is that the game where you play Chandre Campbell?
Look, not necessarily. I don't know actually. How many games has he played for Bafana? I don't think too many, if any.
I'm actually not sure he's played a competitive game for us yet. So I mean, off the bench could be an option, but I wasn't impressed with our wing play today in general. So I think we're in a position where we need to try something.
Yeah, no, definitely try something, switch things up a bit. But again, you don't want to tinker with the team too much. You want to keep consistency. I think the main thing is consistency to build up what we've already created, and then the other players need to come in and add value. So I think that's where the difference needs to be, is that we all need to add value. It's been a strength of Bafana for the last few years, is that everyone, whenever they come in, they give a good showing of themselves. And now we need it more than ever against Zimbabwe.
No, 100%. And I think the only problem with the draw today, the Zim Angola draw, is the fact that both teams got points, but at least that also means neither team got full points.
Yeah, it's not like I said, not a bad result for us. We'll take that because it leaves it solely in our hands. So it's only up to us now to make sure we qualify. No one else. Again, which is the same way we qualified for the World Cup.
Essentially, we leave it to the last minute. We like to give our fans a heart attack.
Yeah, no. We leave it to us, and we should be able to sort it out, finish it off at home. I mean, not at home, but finish it off out there, and then we'll be smiling again.
Exactly, but I mean, top 2 finishes.
We'll forget about the Egypt game.
Yeah, that's true
Actually,
because
people,
Angola were tough.
sorry.
Angola were tough. I think you're right. I think Angola could cause an upset versus Egypt. That could very much be a draw.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, we'll take the draw for there, but then it leaves it up to us to make sure we win. Also, we don't want to end up drawing. Also, but yeah, I don't see why we should leave anything to chance. We have a good enough team, and we should know we're capable of it, and we should know what we need to do. We have the firepower. Again, defensively, we were good. I mean, conceding 2 goals in 2 games, which both goals were unfortunate. Obviously, the goal we conceded against Angola was a good goal, but yeah, the goal today wasn't really a well played goal to Egypt. They didn't earn it. So defensively, we've been good. We've been strong, and now we just need to free ourselves up going forward. I think in the end we actually looked dangerous putting balls into the box when we had both the 2 strikers up front. Aerially we looked okay, so that might be a good plan for us when we come up against Zimbabwe also, because we know that they won't be the strongest in the air, and maybe we need to get the ball into the box, get those 2 on the end of it, or one of them on the end of it, and get a goal that way. Our set pieces need to be better. Defending set pieces need to be better. I think we've been lacking again defensive set pieces, and attacking set pieces. We can get something out of it also with the height we have, with the strength that we got in the team. Some good deliverers of the ball. We need to create more chances out of that also.
Definitely, because as you said, I mean, defensively, both goals we've conceded have been disciplinary issues / obviously set pieces. So you'd like to limit that, and obviously we've spoken about accumulating too many yellow cards. Yaya
Yeah.
Sotole with our 1-6 got one in the previous game. Mokowena got one in this game.
Yeah.
In terms of scoring them, we know we have great set piece takers, but maybe it's having the right players in there. Like we spoke about Makopa earlier, if you've got a player like Mokowena to get that free kick in or whatever, I think Makopa is the perfect player to meet that header.
Yeah, and I think that with the players we got, look, we're using a couple of the Pirates boys up front now at the moment, so the connection is there. They're used to each other, they know each other, they know their strengths and things like that. Look, I think we'll probably end up going with Mbule. So maybe playing Makopa there with him won't be a bad shot. You got Moremi, you got Osman, and you got the other boys coming in also. So, hey, let's go with a Pirates attack.
Yeah, we might as well. And then I think let's go over some comments, what people are saying. I'm seeing some negative comments. Maybe Zimbabwe will beat South Africa, although that's probably someone from Zim.
Must be.
Yeah, must be. We have to back our boys. Let's see. Played 10-man team robbed or not. That's not good enough. The thing is, I don't think South Africa weren't not good enough. I think Egypt just defended us well, to be honest with you. I don't think we can say we didn't do well enough despite the 10 men. I think we just didn't capitalize.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think so. Also, we created all the chances. We created the most chances, obviously now.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net, and unfortunately, that's the name of the game. You'll take a bad performance with a win any day. A good performance without a win, no one likes that. So a good performance with a win, that would be the most enjoyable. But yeah, at the end of the day, we need a win. We wanted a win. We could have had a win, and we didn't. So it looks more like a less of a performance than it actually was. But no, I don't think it was a fair show, a fair result of the showing we gave. But yeah, goals win matches, and we didn't get the goals today. Simply put.
Exactly. But let's see if we can do it next time. I think now it's time to gather and re-squad and see what we can put together.
Yeah, back to the drawing board, back to the training field, and we need to muster up and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think we will leave it there. But before we do that, do we have a prediction for the Zim game? I know it's straight after this game. It's an odd timing, but
yeah,
what's your ideal score then?
I'll say it now, 2-0 win. I think a 2-0 win will be a good showing. Look, I'm a goalkeeper, so I'm always going to go with a 2-0 or a 0 at the end, because I expect clean sheets. I demand clean sheets. And I'm assuming, if I know Ron, which I've known him for a number of years, he demands it of himself also. So
Yes.
a 2-0 wins my prediction. It should not only be a prediction; it should be a must almost to get a win, to get a clean sheet, and then we through to the group stages, to the knockout stages, and then anything happens there. Anything can happen.
Totally, and I agree. I'm also going for a 2-0, and I think in terms of a statement, this has to be our best performance yet in our next game.
Yeah, no, I think so too. It's been building up. Obviously, I think in our first game it wasn't our best performance. Today wasn't our best performance, but it could have been better. So hopefully it builds up and it gets better. And by the time we reach the knockout stage, we'll be all guns blazing and we'll be firing off all cylinders.
No, exactly. But I think that is it for this time around. Do you have anything else to say?
I almost got my prediction right for a 0-0 draw, but the referee took that away from me. But almost got my prediction right.
Well, I did predict a 1-0, just the other way around.
The wrong way though.
Yeah, maybe I didn't say it loud enough.
No. But it's fine. It's football. That's life. Huh? We people will be upset. Fans will be upset, and the South Africans will definitely be a little bit upset. But it's part of life. It's part of football, and you have to go and deal with it and just get ready for the next one now, because there's no time to worry about what's done. It's only time to worry about what's coming ahead. And I think obviously that would be the message from the coach to the boys also, is that what's happened has happened. There's nothing we can control. Control the controllables. The things that you can't control, don't worry about it. Leave it up to the rest. But I think the next game's all in our control, so we have to take control of that one now.
Fully. It's exactly as you said. It's how you react to it. You have to react to what's in your control.
100%.
Exactly. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining me once again.
No problem.
It was absolutely
Is the
fantastic.
next game Monday? Is it Monday or Tuesday? I'm trying to think.
Monday or Tuesday, I don't know, sometime soon. I don't know, but a live stream will be happening regardless.
No, that's fine. I'll be back in Durban by then, so we can do it from Durban.
Okay, sweet. If not, let me know.
No, I'll be, well, depends on our training schedule when we get back, but still waiting for the training schedule to figure things out. But yeah, should be on for that one.
Okay, fantastic. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for the support. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, sorry. One more thing. I'm hoping Dean will join us. Dean Furman, he did say for the next one he should be able to hop on. He had a game tonight, so that's why he couldn't come on. He's still playing in the
Fantastic.
UK. But hopefully for the next game he'll be able to join us for that also.
No, that would be super from a former super sport.
Yeah. I would wear his shirt, but it's probably too small for me.
I don't know how to react to that.
No. He's a little bit smaller than me. It's fine. Shorter.
No, I'm teasing. Oh yeah, I can relate to that bit. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Darren, and thank you everyone for the support. Like and subscribe. Obviously, live stream will come for the next Bafana game. All of the good stuff. Check out Darren's stuff as well. I'll put his stuff in the description as well. And until next time, Finn and Darren. Cheers.
Cheers, Finn.
Bye.
Like and subscribe. See you later.
Exactly. Thank you. Cheers, everyone on the live stream. Cheers.